benefits.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men they can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 880 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Well, it's a football Friday with a game already in the books and a game that the Patriots couldn't have scored another point. They just couldn't have scored another point. We got it all going on today. Aaron Judge, MVP again. Ohtani, MVP again. Giants get going on Sunday. The story about how Brian Dable apparently went crazy on so how about this now? Good morning, Rick, by the way. How are you?
Good morning, David.
Raanan texted me yesterday.
Yeah.
Now it's Kafka.
It's Kafka now.
He actually asked him.
Okay.
What's the pronunciation? Kafka.
All right, let's do the rest of the station the favor because we're the morning show, right? We're supposed to set the table.
Tone.
Let's let everyone know. RJ, maybe what we do is we write a little note in your studio. It's Kafka, not Kafka.
Right.
Confirmed.
I mean, I can read you what Jordan wrote me.
No,
Jordan's going to join us later today. We got Around the League. We got the Frenzy. We have our picks. I'm already 0-1 in the picks. He said, I asked him yesterday, Kafka or Kafka?
Yeah.
He said, I believe it's Kafka. I said, thanks. Then 250 yesterday, Kafka. I asked him today.
Perfect.
So there you go.
We don't need to guess, right? We know.
Well, why
would
wouldn't we? We have people that sit there and talk to these guys every day.
Right. What the amazing part is that when a show does ask, and this is from the horse's mouth, hey, Brian, how do you pronounce your last name? And he says, Dable, like table, that we still have people saying Dayball.
Yeah, but not us. And all we can do is control what we do. Like if you sat here saying the ball.
Like a table?
If you sat here saying the ball, I'd be like, Rick, he said his name is Dable.
Right.
It's not like we were sitting here saying it wrong. So
no,
that's what they choose to do.
I'm just saying that I appreciate when we do some extra work. That's what this is. You do an extra work.
That's exactly what you know
why?
What
this is? Because effort is number one.
Number one
of your 5 pillars.
And like I told you, it's not all about when do you show up in the morning. It's about do you do the work? Do you plant seeds for people to do the work appropriately? And that's what I do.
That was actually one of my favorite parts of the show yesterday.
What?
When I was busting your chops about that, you're like, what didn't I watch last night? I watched everything.
I did everything last night. I mean, last night I watched West Virginia Pitt. I watched what a good basketball game. I watched Alabama and Purdue, and I watched the Jets lose by 13. And let's get into the Jets. You want to go ahead and go crazy about the spread? I'm 0-1 this week. You can have at it.
No, I don't need to go crazy. I'm done with that. I told you.
Why?
I mean, my little dancing snafu last week was enough to set me straight until it's over.
You know what the shame of it is? The shame of it is that the Texans scored that late touchdown. Because had they not scored that touchdown on the last play of the game, you would have come in peacock and be like, you lost that game.
Yes.
I was like, no, I won that game.
Oh, yeah. I would have come in pumped.
Yeah.
I was devastated.
That would have been the great confusion. But, I mean, we talked about this before the show. I thought the Jets played decently last night. Like, not bad at all. I don't think you don't come on. I wouldn't come on and crush them today. I mean, that's what they are. They're not as good as New England.
No, they're not as good as New England, and I don't disagree with you. I don't think they embarrassed themselves. But I don't think they're giving themselves a legitimate chance to win football games with Justin Fields as their quarterback.
No. He's not good.
No, he's not good. And on top of that, it apparently it makes sense now as to why they would trade you A.D. Mitchell, because he can't catch very well.
Well, he's terrible. I mean, I saw so many people, they got these diamonds in the rough. The A.D. Mitchell, it's a steal. Mozzie Smith, these are players that are first-round talent. Yeah, they might look like they're really good players. There's a reason that 2 years in Indianapolis is like, first-round pick, A.D. Mitchell, he's yours. He's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Justin Fields does not make a lot of really good throws.
Right.
So when he does make a really good throw, we need to capitalize on it.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Unfortunately, that was one of his really good throws that he ends up dropping on a good move.
And the thing is, you see how fast he is.
Yeah.
Like, he can move, and he was open, and he beat Gonzalez, too, of all people.
Of course. Yeah.
And it's a really good throw. And originally, when I first saw it, I thought that it was knocked away. And then on replay, it shows that he dropped it. And then, listen, Mitchell was open a few times. There was one on the right side on a third down, kind of like wheel route-ish play where he was wide open. And if he was hit anywhere near in stride, it could have led to a big play. He missed him on that. There's a play on the left side earlier in the game where he threw it outside instead of inside. Justin Fields is not a NFL starting quarterback. He's just not.
I mean, listen, the quote, now the first drive, I mean, I don't think you could have drawn it up better than what you got on the first drive.
I mean, you took off like 8 minutes. They took the ball. They give us the ball, and they went right down the field, and they converted third down after third down, and they took 8 minutes, and they put a touchdown on the board. It was perfect.
It was perfect. But from that point on, for the rest of the first half, they did absolutely nothing. Offensively.
Nope.
They ran 9 plays for the rest of the half and had 21 total yards. Didn't pick up another first down. So, I don't know how, especially when you're playing a good team like the Patriots with a quarterback that's playing at an MVP level who had way too much time, right? It was way too much time. I mean, the guy's too good, and he's got that amount of time with guys, running wide open all over the place. He's going to make you pay for it, that you just can't consistently get off to such poor starts in the first half. And it was the same thing. I mean, it was the same thing last week, where he had -5 passing yards, about -5 net passing yards in the first half of these games. It's too hard to play like that. Fortunately for you, last week you played against a really bad offense. That's not
Correct.
what New England is.
And not only did you play against a really bad offense, but you got massive plays in special teams.
Right. You were buoyed by your special teams. So, there were big plays in this game. Go back to the interception, right? It doesn't end up costing you because they end up missing the field goal anyway. But you haven't had a takeaway, which they thought was funny, on U.S. soil.
That was my bit, by the way.
I know they took it. They stole it.
They stole my bit. Tell me you didn't feel a little territorial when they were stealing my bit.
I said it to Cassie's dad. I'm like, that's Dave's bit. We did that today on the show.
Yeah, that was my bit. It was a good bit.
It was a great bit. So you had that opportunity, the fumble at the end, where it's a low snap. Just fall down on it, right? He tries to pick it up.
I was starting to get a little frustrated. I was like, come on, man. Are you really not going to cover? And then they had that play. I was like, there we go. I was like, and there's Justin Fields for you. And they couldn't punch it in for the touchdown.
Right. The defense kept giving you opportunities, right? Finally Jermaine Johnson comes up with that big sack. They keep the Patriots to a field goal after that, and after that turnover, which is the first play of that drive. So, listen, the Jets are what they are.
Correct.
And I think there's 2 ways to look at this thing. We have no real chance to win with Justin Fields as our quarterback.
Not against teams that are good, no.
Not against teams. But in saying that, is that what you want because you'd like the best draft picks? Because this isn't just about what your first-round pick looks like or your best pick looks like. It's also what the rest of your draft looks like.
Correct. Now, the one thing I would tell you that does bother me is that they're not disciplined, and I don't like that. Was it Brownlee that picks up the receiver in the first half and then slams him down to the turf
suplexed?
That'd have been a third down.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Having a timeout that leads to too many men on the field. That to me would bother me. The fact that I lost and was outplayed, but was somewhat respectable against a team that I think is considerably better. That wouldn't bother me. The fact that I'm not buttoned up, that bothers me.
Yeah, well, how about the Brownlee play where he gets beaten coverage, guy makes a catch, and then he just runs by him?
Oh, and he doesn't touch him down?
Didn't touch him down.
And he got an extra, 10 yards?
Yeah. Those are things that just can't happen.
That stuff bothers me.
Drives you crazy. They're blown coverages. A couple times guys just, wide open. And, again, things you can't do against, Drake May in this team. But I think the main issue for me, if you're really trying to win these games, is is the quarterback. Like, you can't. Herbie said it on the broadcast. This is their best passing play. And he was referring to Justin Fields pulling the ball down and running with it. This is the Jets' best passing play, is when your quarterback runs it.
Well, I mean, that's what he is.
I know, but for whatever reason, they do it on the first possession, and then they get away from it.
And what I found to be confounding is New England wasn't ready for that. Like, I was, like, jarred at how New England came out defensively. Like that, you know that they're going to do that, and it felt like they were just ill-prepared, and they're really good against the run. I was kind of perplexed by that.
Well, they're the best against the run. I mean, they're giving up less than 80 yards a game against the run.
Right, that's my point.
We talked to Bart after the show yesterday about that. And I think you asked him how short the leash was going to be on Justin Fields. And he's like, it's short because the Patriots are going to do what teams are starting to do now, which is to drop in the zone, and he can't read the zones, and then they're all watching him, as opposed to man-to-man where everyone has their back turned. Now, if no one's open, I can run it. The other problem with him is like his internal clock is awful.
Oh, it's terrible.
Awful.
He has no idea. I mean, listen, you watch him and you think he's athletic, but he has no idea when he has. There's times you have to unload the ball.
Have to,
and he doesn't
or run.
Have it.
There was a 3rd and 2 play where they were actually talking about.
They said he had a hole. Why did he not just jump into it?
Just go.
Yeah.
Take off, man, or it's got to be wide open.
He's not good, Rick. He's not good.
No, I know he's not good. And I mean, I'm sure we'll take phone calls today that hey, it was a flyer, right? At $30 million, no big deal. $30 million. If it worked out, great. If it didn't, no worries. We'll address the quarterback position this offseason. But still, like they went to battle with this guy. They thought there was a chance because Aaron Glenn couldn't defend him when he played on Chicago, that they'd be able to run the ball. I mean, as good as anyone in the NFL could run the ball with Breece Hall and Isaiah Davis and Braylon Allen and the quarterback, and they could win that way. And guess what? If your quarterback can't throw at all, you can't win that way.
You cannot.
No.
You can't play in this league.
I'm like, you're doing a celebration when he throws for more than 100 yards.
Right. I mean, less, and I didn't even think, like, there have been games where I've watched Justin Fields and thought, man, he's awful. Awful. I didn't even feel like that last night. But you still look at the stats after the game, and he threw for 116 yards, and he went 15 to 26. Like, those are not, you can't exist in the NFL like that.
Do you happen to know his first half stats?
What were his first half stats?
He was 4 for 7 for 23 yards.
Yeah.
No, you can't win like that.
No, you can't win like that.
No, because your defense is not. Well, because your defense is not good enough.
It doesn't even matter though. You can never win like that. You can't win with a quarterback who's bad.
Yeah, not just bad. Like especially the first halves of these games, it's worse than bad. It's probably worse than the NFL bad. Like you can't win with that kind of production.
No, that's right.
Which again, it depends on what kind of fan you are. If you're a fan that doesn't want to see them win football games, this is perfect. If you're not, and you'd like to be a little bit more competitive and give yourself an actual chance to win these games, you're asking yourself, after going 4 for 7 for 23 yards, a great first drive, and then not getting a first down afterwards, why not make a switch to a quarterback that can at least throw the football?
Games here.
Well, I know, but I'm saying to myself, like I'm sure there's people that'll call today that there's two sides to this thing. People that want to see the team lose because they want the best draft picks.
Right.
Because this season is over. And people.
And you need the quarterback.
Right. And people. And let's not forget, though, like I said to you a couple minutes ago, this is not just about getting the highest pick in the first round. This is also about how the rest of your picks are affected by how many games you win or lose. Right? Like if you have the worst record in football and you have the first overall pick, I also have the first pick of the second. You know what I mean? Like that's all the picks are affected. And then I think you'll have fans, similar to the players, that don't want to lose every game because they don't care about the draft picks, and there's too much football left to not give ourselves a legitimate chance to win.
Correct.
That are saying to themselves...
And you know what? In fairness, I don't think either belief is wrong.
Well, I think it depends. I, as a fan now, think we should lose.
Right, and I don't think that's wrong. And if Jake Assman said there's 8 weeks to go in the season, now 7, and getting a win or two matters for the coach and for morale, and I would agree with that as well. I don't really have a dog in the fight, so from the outside looking in, I don't think there's a right and wrong in this situation.
Well, in a perfect world, the dance you would like to be dancing right now is that your team is really competitive, but just not talented enough now to win.
Right.
You're in all these games, you fight hard. The guys show that the guys are showing you that they're playing for this coaching staff, even in a lost season. Great, but you're still losing. My only concern when you lose like this And it wasn't a terrible. Don't get me wrong. It's not a terrible loss. But when you feel like you have a chance, it's 14-7. They just missed the field goal. You're going into the half, and your starting quarterback is 4 for 7 for 23 yards. And there's guys in the locker room that look around and say, well, we do have a backup quarterback that can throw the ball better than this guy. Why aren't we making a change? You do run the risk of potentially losing guys in your locker room.
Right. And if the and I don't know if the mindset was very, very short leash within the coaching staff, but if the mindset with the coaching staff was, all right, guys, very short leash. He's not good. We're making a change. What I mean, he wasn't good in the first half.
No.
So what, like, then I don't really understand. Like, what would he have had to do in half number one for them to get together and be like, all right, guys, now we need to make the change? He was not good in the first half.
No, he was not good outside the first drive.
Right.
Which was a great drive.
It was a great drive.
Like,
and
perfectly
clearly
executed.
They had confidence that it was going to be successful because they demanded that football.
Right. So that's awesome. But after that, your offense did absolutely nothing. And then to hear Glenn after the game talk about that Justin Fields did some good things. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got to watch the tape.
Right, he did some good things running the football, made a couple good throws that should have been caught, but for the most part, I mean, it's not a winning recipe when your quarterback can't throw it.
No. The Jets don't. Here's the thing. They don't have a winning recipe. Do they have a recipe which might lead to more wins than Justin Fields? Maybe. Do they have a winning recipe? No, it doesn't exist for them right now.
No, but I'm not even saying that the result necessarily has to be wins. But I think as a player, you want to feel like we're giving ourselves every opportunity to win, because I'm sure the coaching staff is preaching during the week, like, hey fellas, nothing's changed, right? We're still doing all the same things that we would normally do. Like, all the work, all the video, all that stuff has to be the same because we want to put ourselves in a position to win these football games. Like, why not us go into, as little success as we've had against New England, why not us, go into New England as they're celebrating the retirement of Gronk, feeling great about themselves, to stick it to them, put a little damper in their plans, give them a tough loss to deal with. And I got to tell you, man, if I'm a player in that locker room and I'm like, yeah, coach, that's right, let's go, and I'm doing all these things during the week, and then I see that, I'm like, well, what exactly are we doing? I mean,
it's deflating for sure.
You're preaching one thing, but we're not, like, your actions aren't like, you got Willie Colon after the game on SNY. Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback. You don't think the rest of the guys in the line, as much as they like him.
I'm sure they feel like that. And I think that Fields is a great guy. But, I mean, you want to win games, and you're not going to win games with him. I
mean, how many more games do you need to see him where you're like, well, this guy's not going to be the quarterback next year? I think we've seen enough.
I think we all know that right now, that he's not going to be the quarterback. My question is, is he capable of being a backup quarterback? Or is he capable of being that, like, 1A/1B when you draft a rookie and you use him like Russell Wilson? Like, do you want him starting 3 games next year? The first 3 games of the season? I don't even know that I'd feel comfortable with that.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think there's got to be better. There's got to be better options.
There's definitely better options.
Has to be.
There's definitely, but do you want to eat that dead money, the Rodgers dead money, bring in another, stopgap quarterback to groom the rookie quarterback, and then what will he be like with the rookie quarterback too? Right? Listen, that's important.
There's no guarantee. I mean, depending on what happens here down the stretch, like we already pointed out that New Orleans game, like there's no guarantee that there's going to be enough quarterbacks in this draft
to even get one.
If you don't have the first overall pick.
Right, because you have the Miami, the Jacksonville, the New Orleans game. And on top of that, I don't know if Buffalo's going to need that Week 18 game. Buffalo might be signed, sealed, and delivered. They might not need to play that football game.
Well, I'm more concerned about the New Orleans game.
Well, you should be concerned about New Orleans game, and you're home to Miami, and if the weather's bad, Miami's going to barely show up for that game. So yeah, I understand why you would feel like that.
So I mean. Did they fight? Yeah, they fought, which is a positive sign.
It is a positive sign
that they haven't quit, which is good. And I also think, I mean, let's be completely honest here. You would be crazy to be a player in that locker room, knowing how much power Aaron Glenn has, only being in the first year of his deal, to think that you could quit and get away with it. Like, hey, I can quit now because guess what? Coach is going to be here. The coach, like Aaron Glenn, will be here.
That we know. So
if you're crazy enough to, just pack it up, pack it in, You're probably not going to be a Jet next year.
And by the way, it's not, you don't have 2 games left. It's not like, all right, let's go through the motions. We'll get to the finish line. You have 7 games left still. That's a lot of season left to go.
Yeah, it's a lot of football.
A lot of football. By the way, I mean, it was kind of overwhelmed. You got all the football. There's college football tonight. Judge wins MVP, and then you get the Knicks. And we found out pretty good news on Brunson yesterday. It's funny. I was listening to the afternoon show. And they're like, "Oh God," Hahn was like, "He's out for a game. Then they're gonna reevaluate." I don't like the reevaluation. I was like, I'm missing it because I thought that was great news. I thought we were going to find out like he's out for 3 or 4 weeks.
That's naturally what happens. They're not going to say, "Hey, he's going to miss 1 game. He'll be back." No, like he'll miss the game definitively. And then we'll see how his ankle responds to treatment.
But I thought that was good news.
It's great news. The fact that it was only a grade 1, which again goes back to how the hell is Karl Anthony Towns playing with a grade 2?
Come on,
a grade 2 quad strain.
I think we know. So yeah, so then you got the Knicks as well. And I was a little surprised to see without Brunson tonight, Knicks are favored by 5.5. Actually,
really?
Yeah, I thought it was a bigger number than I was anticipating.
I mean, they're a good team, man.
I understand.
Bounce back win after the first home loss.
Surprised the Knicks are only favored by 5.5. I was a little surprised with that.
Yeah, you know what? It is surprising. But listen, if you like the number, you can bet it. Or if you don't like the number, you can also bet that too. And here's the best way to do it. Because guess what happens on FanDuel, Dave? FanDuel Fridays is turning it up with an NBA happy hour. How about that? Happy hour every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Okay, 6 to 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
FanDuel's dropping limited
Eastern time, I would imagine.
Yes, that is Eastern time.
Yeah, okay.
FanDuel's dropping limited time specials to get you in the zone. That includes boosts, bonuses, and some surprises. Surprises. All designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo. It's your weekly pregame. So when you're wrapping up the work week, what better way to bring on the weekend than with the NBA happy hour? Every Friday, 6 to 7:30 p.m., only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to grab your reward before the clock expires. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions do apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements and max wager amount. Thought that was legal, maybe. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Not a bad read, but not as good as they've been.
Well, the leg got me there for a second. I thought was this short for legal or is this just leg?
Yeah, but when you hear an during a read, I find that to be...
Oh, it's not perfect, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't say legal.
I understand why you would want that, but I'm just pleased to know you're moving in the direction where you're going to make mistakes and then we can have fun at your expense.
I will say, though, and this is not trying to toot my own horn, I think me reading now and really establishing commas and periods is at a different level.
Yeah. You know what? You're exerting your dominance is what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the best out of
your reading abilities. Your show. I mean, you know what? I always question the whole Harvard thing.
Yeah.
And now when I hear the way you read recently, maybe I shouldn't question it.
I got it in there.
Maybe, in fact, I shouldn't. All right, let's take a break. We got a lot of sound. I mean, the head coach, he's always a treat. You got Justin Fields. We got A.D. Mitchell. He's not very happy with how he played. 800-919-3776. We'd like to line up the calls. We're going to go around the league. Aaron Judge's MVP again. I heard somebody, Yankees biased. They hate the Yankees. There's no chance he's going to win. He still wins. It's DNR with you on a very busy football and more Friday right here on ESPN New York.
Meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Alan Hahn here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled a bath in my house, converting a tub into a shower. The result, amazing. Bathfitter offers custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, durable with no demo, no mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back?
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. One free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Attaboy, Raymond. Attaboy. DNR with you. ESPN New York. We roll along on a Friday morning. We got it all. I mean, listen to that. I'm not going to do it in my my waiter voice, but we got Raanan at 7:35, Around the League 7:55, Frenzy 8:30, Stuff You Missed 9:15, 9:30, our picks. I'm already 0-1. RJ's out of Survivor, and the plays of the week at 9:50. That's a show, my friend. That's a show.
I got to tell you, I want to take this this quick second to.
Is there an apology coming here?
Well, no, this is not an apology. This is, I think someone deserves some credit.
Oh.
And I think this is a great opportunity to do that, and I'm sure he'll hear it today. My guillotine partner, Jordan, is cooking. Just cooking. We're going back and forth yesterday.
Did you pick up Travion Henderson?
We have him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And we
Did you
played
play him?
Yeah, well, we played him.
Okay, good.
And then I was like, hey, do me a favor. Because I can't get on the stupid website, just send me our team so we can make some decisions here. Because there's a question as to whether or not we're going to play him. I was like, no, I think let's make sure we play him. So we did, and he sends me our team. I got to tell you, man, Jordan has done an outstanding job.
See, I don't feel like I ever had that kind of partner.
Of acquiring talent.
He's the Howie Roseman of the Guillotine League?
David, I got Jamar Chase. I got JSN. I got Achan. I got Henderson. I got McBride. I got Justin Jefferson. My team is loaded.
Your team really is loaded. So you're in this to win this thing.
Oh, we're in this to win this. I don't want to see my head chopped off like yours was. I don't want that.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. And I got to be honest, it's not easy to do a show like that.
No, but if anyone could do it, you could do it.
It's true. If anyone could do a show without the head attached to the body, but I'm just telling you, like, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. I won't sit here and say let them eat cake. I just won't. Ira, Staten Island. Ira, good morning. How you doing, my friend?
Gentlemen, and you both broke down the game beautifully. You know, you can't win in the NFL without a quarterback. And, you know, it was the first nice drive. It was aggressive for Glenn to take the ball. But after Vrabel saw what the Jets were doing, that was the end of it for tonight. Like Rick brought up, next 3 drives, 21 yards. There's unless a fluky thing happens like last week with 2 returns, you're not going to win football games. And I give them credit, like they're playing hard, but this team, they're still an undisciplined team.
Stupid.
Because they get stupid penalties. There are guys who are running wide open. They miss assignments, and that's a reflection of the head coach. And while I give them credit, they're playing hard. They haven't quit on them yet. At the end of the day, it's just even if he has a quarterback, I don't see how he's going to get it turned around, because one thing he's done with Fields, while Fields is not an NFL quarterback, let's face it, all right? He could be a backup. But they have taken him, and they have progressively made him worse than he was the 4 previous years. And that's a very alarming sign. And, like I said, I expected last night. I was kind of surprised they were in the game the way they were. But what are you going to do? You got, like you said, 7 more of these. Just get these games over with and then move on to next year.
What an awful life to live, and thanks for the call, Ira. I mean, you're excited all year long. I can't wait for football. Football's going to be here, and I can't wait. You count down the days and training camp and OTAs and all of it. Then you get here and you're just past the halfway mark. You're like, man, I can't wait for this thing to end so we can get to the off season. That stinks.
Well, I mean, let's face it. I mean, both football teams here.
Well, I agree.
I mean, you're living the same life. The only difference is you got the quarterback you're excited about.
I couldn't agree with you more. 100% agree. By the way, so Ran Carthon, right? The old GM of the Titans. Mm-hmm. He did like a grade of the first round. So I'm like peacocking. I'm like, all right, let me scroll through it. I think Mason Graham got an A. Let's continue along. I get to Jackson Dart. I'm like, where's Jackson Dart? And I look at the grade. I'm like, where's the A? C+.
Come on.
Yeah. And I was thinking to myself, you wonder why he's not a GM in the NFL.
There it is.
What is he watching?
I was waiting.
Is he watching different tape?
I was like, C+.
Is he nuts?
Yeah. Could you believe that?
No, I can't believe that.
Former Giant Maurice Carthon's son.
That's correct. From
Arkansas who else is State. Good? I'll tell you who else is good. Will Campbell's good.
He's good.
Good.
He struggled a little bit last night. Jets gave him a tough time last night.
The first half, he handled Will McDonald in the first half.
First half, he handled him, and then he got a holding penalty, and then he got beaten for a sack. So, yeah, I mean, he's good.
He's good.
He's good.
That kid can play.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you're the Giants and you got that at 7 with Evan Neal, I think you'd be very pleased about that right now.
Here's the other thing I noticed yesterday, and they made a point of it on the telecast as to why Mike Vrabel has had so much success in both stops. Right? This is year 1, but, I mean, I don't think anyone expected the Patriots to be as good as the Patriots are. I mean, they got 9 wins already. Right? 9 wins. It looks like they're going to win the AFC East. I mean, they could end up with the number 1 seed in the AFC and get the bye.
Which is unbelievable.
Like, that's how good they are. But if you watch him on the sideline, dude, he's coaching everybody.
Well, that's the thing. And, yeah, they made mention, like you said. Like they said, I think he's talked to everybody in a Patriots uniform tonight. Isn't that what you want?
Yes. Don't just stand there on the sideline with just like with a stoic look on your face. Like, let's participate, man. Like, let's.
Everyone here of this 53 has a job to do. And if I see you doing something and you need to be coached up, and that's the beauty of being a head coach, is that you don't have to be like every play. You have a defensive coordinator, you have an offensive coordinator. You, in theory, would trust them. And if it means you have to go talk to a player, you should be able to go talk to a player. You shouldn't be running into the tent and acting like that.
Yeah, that was an interesting move.
It was outrageous, is what it was.
Yeah, we don't need to get into that now because none of that still makes any sense to me with the whole Russell Wilson stuff. But
no, doesn't make any sense. This is interesting. Here's Aaron Glenn saying the little things, we just didn't really do them very well last night.
We got to do a better job just across the board. There were a number of things within that game, and I'm just talking coaches and players that we got to do a better job of. So we have this little mini break that we have. Obviously, we come back on Monday and we get to work, and we'll have an extra bonus day to get some work in. But, man, the one thing that really just sticks out is details and discipline. That was a box that we didn't check off today, and we have to look at those things, coaches and players alike, and do a better job there.
But here's the thing, Rick. Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
When you have too many guys on the field and you're not touching a guy when he's down and you are picking up guys who catch passes and it would be like a 3rd and 4 and you're body slamming them down for 15 yards, that's on the coaching staff. You're the leader of the coaching staff.
Right. But I think, let's not play this game, though, where we absolve the players from all their mistakes.
No, I don't absolve them from all their mistakes. I don't.
It's a combination of the both.
But the good teams, the well-coached teams, are buttoned up.
Well, but not even that. It's not even that they're buttoned up. It doesn't happen as consistent. Like, it's not the same mistakes. It doesn't happen as consistently as it seems to happen with the Jets. Like, where there's consistently, blown coverages or, stupid penalties or, Brownlee's all upset because, the guy catches the ball and instead of touching him down, he jumps over. Like, come on. Like, those are really frustrating.
And you're right. It's of course it's on the players, but I'm telling you, and I wouldn't even be all that upset today if I was a Jets fan. It's like, I thought you competed. You played hard and you did what you're really typically capable of doing. But 12 guys on the field off of a timeout? Oh, that would send me into screaming mode this morning.
Yeah, listen, then there was, Tippmann had a dumb penalty or a late hit. You saw Glenn was pissed off about that.
He should be pissed off about
that. The Henderson touchdown catch in the second half that made it 21-7. He's wide open because, Stevens and Brownlee go both cover Diggs for whatever reason, and he's just wide open. So, this is what bad teams do, though. They make too many undisciplined mistakes.
Right. But bad team I can live with. Making stupid mistakes I can't live with.
Right, but I'll ask you the question. Mm-hmm. If you're in that locker room and he comes in and you lost another game and he's talking about the different mistakes that you've made that caused you to lose and how disappointed he is that this stuff continues to happen, wouldn't a little piece of you feel like, hey, coach, we don't think that you're also to blame for this because you keep playing a quarterback that can't really throw the football?
Sure. I guess my question would be, why, even if you think that Justin Fields might possibly be better, which I think is kind of crazy at this point, but even if that's your mindset, why not go to Tyrod Taylor for a game? You know what? Next week, let's see what Tyrod Taylor's able to do.
Well, they tried.
Let's see what he's able to do.
They tried, but he was hurt. I just think, during the course of a game.
But he's not hurt now.
No, I know. During the course of a game, yeah, good first drive. You do nothing. You run 9 plays and 3 drives after that and get 21 yards, and you're only down 7. Like, how about now?
Right. Well, you know what? The nice thing is, this is the reason you could tune in for the future games because you won't know leading into the game who's going to be the quarterback. So you turn it on 1 o'clock next week against Baltimore, and you have a surprise.
Oh, no one knows. You got to ask
No
Rich.
one will know. And we'll go through this charade again this week.
Right, which again,
I'm not going to tell you who the quarterback's going to be.
He looks even stupider now because Garrett Wilson's on the IR.
Right.
So it wasn't false information. It was just he got the information from somewhere else.
Right. And you know what? You probably should have told us that the other day. This would have been a nothing story, not even discussed.
No, be mad at the right people. You're mad at the person who told Rich, not Rich.
That's exactly right. And now I'm going to punish everyone. Like, if you're a reporter in that locker room and you're asking, but I'm not asking Rich. I'm not trying to do anything that's deceitful. I'm asking you a legitimate question. Is Garrett Wilson banged up that he's going to miss 3 to 4 weeks, and is there a chance he goes on the IR? And your response is, ask Rich. How am I supposed to do my job?
Well, you can't, but that's the point. That's the point.
So you're going to really ingratiate yourself to the media.
That's Rich.
I guess that would be the reason you did it. We're sitting here trying to figure out why you would do it. That's why you would do it.
But so that's what you want? You want when it comes to kind of a, you know what, it's right down the middle. I could go a negative story. I could go a positive story. You want it to be, you know what, this guy's a total tool, and now I'm going to crush him. Why would anyone want that, welcome that?
I don't know. Because it's not going to change anything. It's not going to, you're all of a sudden not going to have media members that if you don't give them the information that they want, that aren't going to go seek it out somewhere else.
And I got news for you. You're not going to win. You're not. No one ever wins the battle with the media ever. You're not going to win. The only way you can win is if you actually win. Is if you actually win games. Then you get the last laugh. Otherwise, you're going to lose. And if you stink, and if you're 3-14 or 4-13, the best way to get by and not get crushed is to actually have them respect you and like you. And you're doing the exact opposite.
Yeah, I would want to ingratiate myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just knowing that we're in for a long, tough season.
This is going to be bumpy.
Yeah.
And next year's going to be bumpy.
Right, stick with us.
And the following year might be bumpy.
Well, I don't know if you get, I don't know how much time he's going to get to have a third bumpy year.
Right now, can you look at this and say you don't expect year 3 to be bumpy, though?
Well, I think it depends on what happens with the quarterback position.
Of course it does. Of course, but think about what has to happen for it not to be bumpy.
Well,
you have to hit on the quarterback.
Right, but if you do hit on the quarterback, which I have no faith that they will hit on the quarterback, do you expect next year for the Giants to be bumpy?
No. Right. But the Giants have already hit on the quarterback.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying if.
So you have to hit on the quarterback to get the right guy. Yep. You now have to coach him up and you have to see tremendous progress next year. That's a lot to ask to go into year 3 and not expect it to be bumpy.
Well, and on top of that, the way that they've handled Justin Fields this season and used Justin Fields this season doesn't give you much confidence that Tanner Engstrand really knows how to do that.
Correct. All right, why don't we take a break, come back, callers lining up. We welcome you into the conversation, 800-919-3776. All the things we do on a Friday, and inclusive of that is Aaron Judge winning yet another MVP. It's DNR with you on a football/baseball Friday on ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Michael Kay talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, get Black Friday deals throughout the store. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you could trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel this November, it's your chance to gobble up the green and feast on your share of $55,000 cash. Earn entries all month long and join us on Friday, November 28th from 4 to 6 p.m. 2 winners will be drawn every hour to win up to $10,000 cash. Then at 7 p.m., 1 lucky winner will take home a grand prize of $20,000 cash at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Join one of the nation's top sports betting analysts, Joe Wiz, as he breaks down all the games in football on the Fine Line. Saturday at 8 a.m., Oklahoma travels to Alabama and Texas takes on Georgia. Plus, hockey, NBA, and UFC from the Garden. The Wiz has you covered. Sunday in the NFL, huge matchups as Tampa takes on Buffalo and Kansas City faces a must-win in Denver. Follow the Wiz on Instagram at Joe Wiz Sports. It's the best bet in town. And tune into the Fine Line with the Wiz Saturday at 8 a.m. Be ready to win.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Michelle's Moment here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, so I have an email I'd like to read to you, and I want to get your take on it, and then I want to get to the calls. This comes from R.J. Diblis. This was always a nothing story. You guys are making it so much more than it is. My goodness. I'm really disappointed in you, Dave. You try to say you're not biased, but how long are you holding on to this Glenn comment to Rich that already is a nothing burger? It just shows how much you hate the Jets and how biased you are. You would never do this to the Giants. P.S. Rick had a great cardigan on yesterday. Where did he get it? So where'd you get your cardigan?
Was an impressive cardigan, I got to say.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't really know. No.
Probably like I'm sure some store that they serve wine when you shop.
Cassie picked it up is what I'm gathering here.
Yeah. I don't think it was that fancy, though.
No?
I don't think it was overly fancy.
And let's be honest. We sat down yesterday. What's the first thing I said to you?
That's a beautiful cardigan.
I said, it's a beautiful cardigan. I said, I wish I could wear that. He said, I think you could.
I think you could get away with it, absolutely. Yeah, especially this new skinny version of you.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is this just because I hate the Jets? This is why I'm giving him a hard time with this story?
No. Listen, I mean, I think there are times when you will purposely be negative about certain NFL teams. I don't think the Jets are one of those teams. I know you don't hate the Jets the way you hate the Cowboys, you hate the Eagles. No. So this is not you trying to be a jerk and make a big deal out of nothing. This is not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. It just doesn't make sense. It's not the way you would do it. It's not the way that I would do it. It's not the way the CEO, forward-facing person should treat the media. There's no reason to do it.
It doesn't make sense, and it's a story for nothing. Like you've
For
made
no
it
reason.
a story for no reason.
In the midst, by the way, in the midst of a lost season where you've actually won 2 games in a row.
Right, and now you've turned the attention to that.
Right.
So I don't and the idea that if this was the Giants, I would say nothing about it. No one is harder on the Giants than I am. Nobody.
No, and you're still going back to when Brian Daboll jumped into the tent. Still,
because it's ridiculous.
Right, like you don't need to do stuff like that. Not to mention the fact that the information that Rich had was good information.
Now he was spot on.
Right, you might not like how he got it because it didn't come from you, but I mean, you did tell the media when you first took over this team that you would be upfront with injuries. You haven't been upfront about anything.
No.
Who's the quarterback? I'm not telling. Why?
Right.
Because I don't want to. Oh,
but why? Like that's what I would say. Why? Why are you doing the crap that you're doing?
Well, because one can't throw the football and the other one can kind of throw the football. So, I mean, there's a level of preparation that you're going to have to put in his opposing team.
Yeah, I don't know. You know who I am, by the way?
Who are you?
I'm Dave Rothenberg.
And you're here for Bathford, I would assume.
I'm here to tell you and everyone about my friends, these great people at Bathford. Now listen up and listen up closely. They converted Alex's bath to a shower, did an unbelievable job. They offer custom bath renovations, including, it's my favorite, it's the unique PermaFit solution. It's a watertight fit, and it's done in one day. Not even a day in most cases. Durable, easy to clean with no demo, no mess, and a lower cost than that standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the year, which is great. Save up to $800 on a complete bath fitter system. See their website or call for details. Are you a details or details guy?
I think it just depends on my mood.
Okay, so call for details and start designing your bath exactly the way we did. And it's so simple. All you have to do is go to bathfitter.com. That's it.
You know what the thing about a shower is that you don't realize your shower stinks until you get into a really good shower.
Unless it's really bad.
Unless it's really bad.
Unless you're like every time you shower, you're like this. I mean, when your shower is leaking because your son doesn't close the curtain.
Yeah.
And then you can remedy that with the great people at Bathfitter. You do it immediately.
Right. Like, I mean, like when you're at, our practice rink and you got 3 shower heads.
Right.
And no water pressure, and the water's freezing cold. You quickly recognize these showers stink.
I can't imagine you have to deal with
and
that.
And then you look behind you, and there's a bunch of naked guys waiting for the shower on top of the other ones that are sitting in trash cans that we call cold tubs.
Danny in Centerport, I'm sure you're in a great way this morning. Hi, Danny. How are you?
Hey, guys. This is just what am I supposed to say that you guys haven't said? This is just pure neglect on this coach's part. He holds everybody accountable, cuts guys, but he doesn't hold the quarterback accountable. It's mind-blowing to me. This kid is setting the quarterback position back 50 years. He's on course to have the worst quarterback season ever. It's mind-blowing to me that Glenn, who I like, by the way, and that's a whole nother topic, but how in God's name has this guy been in this game for 40-plus years and watches this and lets it continue? Rick, you said it perfectly. I watched the post-game with you, and how do you stand up and hold everybody accountable and talk about we need to do this, that, and this, and somebody needs to stand up and say, hey, Coach, how about you do your job? How about you finally stand up and bench this quarterback who can't make a standard quarterback throw, okay? He might have made 3 decent throws last night at best. Okay, Dave, you brought it up. That wheel route that was wide open at an important part of the game was horrendous.
If he hits him in stride with the speed that guy has, he could still be running.
Correct. It's sickening to me. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and preach that I'm with some superstar, but I could throw a football, and I feel like I could have made 5 or 10 of those throws. It's mind-blowing to me, and I just had shoulder surgery, and I still think I could make those throws. I can't take it, man. Like, I was feeling good. Like, I feel the vibe is coming back with Dad, and I felt like they were making a little turn and all this, and then I watched that, and just like you guys said, it wasn't horrible. Like, it wasn't like they were demoralized, but the quarterback position is demoralizing, and I just don't understand how the guy is just letting it continue. That's where I have to scratch my head about the guy. Like, I feel like he's a decent coach, and he might be able to do this, but how does he sit by and watch that and let us endure it? It's just sickening to watch.
Forget us, though. Danny, forget us, though. I'm not worried about us. Right? Like, I mean, you, me, Ira, the rest of us, I mean, we'll be back.
In the locker room, you're going to say, right, Rick?
That's the problem. Yeah, well, that's the most important thing. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we want to all believe, as much as we don't right now, that Aaron Glenn's going to figure this out. Because the last thing we want to do is go through another coaching change and everything else that comes along with that, especially when we have 5 first-round picks and we're trying to draft a quarterback.
Correct. Can I ask one other question? Maybe
of
I'm
course,
out of
my
friggin' mind here. Why in God's name does nobody even talk about possibly putting this rookie in? I mean, at this point, what do we got to lose? Maybe you find a diamond in the rough. Maybe you actually see the kid throw a 15-yard bullet out, and he looks like
but
he's
Danny,
a quarterback.
You would know. If they thought, thanks for the call, if they thought he had any chance, they would play him. You would know. You don't want to put a rookie in and watch him just be completely overwhelmed.
No, right. I mean, if they thought that this kid would give him a better chance to win football games, well, I
don't
say
think
that
he'd be playing.
Right, I say that, but I mean, who thought that? Who thought that? Justin Fields is giving you a better chance than Tyrod Taylor would give you right now after what you've seen in the first halves of these games.
Well,
even the touchdown.
It's time.
The crazy part though is, like,
the touchdown, the defender fell down.
Well, not even that touchdown. That was wide open. I mean, I actually agree with Danny. He could probably make that throw. Like, but even the first touchdown on the first possession, he misread that. Like, he should have handled the ball off to Brees.
Right, and they said that in the broadcast.
Like, luckily, he's just a good athlete, and he ends up beating Landry around the edge. But that was
like Landry was running in mud on that play, though.
Like, well, that's how fast Justin Fields is. And then late in the game, it's like, I mean, Aaron Glenn had to yell from the sideline, "Hey, let's speed this thing up."
Well, and they were sitting there on the broadcast like they got to get going. And then they give you we've done our AI research, and they have to score by 3:25 to have a chance to get the ball back. And they're just like lollygagging down the field.
There's 3 minutes left.
Like, you have no sense of urgency. Like, would it take anyone to tell you? Like really, the coach has to scream at you, like, let's get going? Isn't that the most obvious thing that in the world?
Right, we're down 13 points. There's 3 minutes left. Let's go. Come on.
Well, we need to score quickly. We need to stop them. We do have timeouts, and then we need to score again. And like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but I mean, that last possession, he made a good throw to Mechie. He made the one down the sideline that Mitchell should catch. I don't understand why that throw on the wheel route you're talking about down the right sideline, why he decided he wanted to go back shoulder on that. And then even the one into the end.
I don't know that he wanted to go back shoulder.
Well, I mean,
that's the thing. You say, why would he want to go back shoulder? I don't think that he doesn't have any accuracy. He might have been trying to lead him in stride, and he's just so inaccurate that he couldn't.
Right. Well, even the one that, I mean, in Gonzalez is one of the best cover corners in the NFL. But, I mean, it looked like he had that, hey, let's throw it to the back corner of the end zone, and he ends up hitting, like he throws it to the pylon and hits Gonzalez in the back with it. It's like, I think it's pretty clear now as you watch him. Like, I think a lot of us probably watched him and, would watch a couple of Bears games, or you'd watch some Steelers games, and you'd be like, okay, we see some, a lot of athleticism. He can't throw it. But when you watch him consistently,
yeah,
I think it's pretty clear, like, as far as, like, how he sees the game, how he processes his defense, how he processes coverages, like, how he anticipates when guys are going to be open or not open, where he should throw it. Like, he does not do that at an NFL level.
No. What would bother me, too, is I've never seen him look this bad.
Well, no. See, I think that, and I'm going to throw Brian Daboll a compliment right now because everyone hates his guts, is I think if you gave Justin Fields to Brian Daboll.
Oh, I agree.
Because I remember Daniel Jones in year one with Brian Daboll. It was like, okay, you're going to have one read. That read's not open. You're going. Like, if you did more of that with Justin Fields, you're probably going to get a better version of Justin Fields instead of letting him sit there in the pocket trying to figure out where he wants to go with the ball because he can't do it.
I totally 100% agree with you. Listen, I don't think Brian Daboll is an awful football mind. I think Brian Daboll proved himself to be an awful football coach, head coach.
Well, he doesn't have the personality to be a...
And some of the stuff you're reading now, that he went after, Kafka with the drop from Theo Johnson. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Well, but that, I mean, haven't we heard that about him, though?
Well, it feels like he's very unstable there on the sidelines.
Well, I mean, you have to know how to handle all the relationships inside of a locker room. Like, there are plenty of coaches that I played for that were good coaches that would go out of their way to be hard on the coaches as well, to show even on themselves. Like, there's nothing I think, in my opinion, more powerful for a locker room where, coach is going to hold himself accountable. Listen, fellas, I screwed up. I made a mistake. Because now that frees him up. Hey, guess who else made a mistake? You made a mistake. This coach made a mistake. That's fine. Like, that level of accountability is great. But it can't be like, I'm just going to have all the blame on one person, and I'm going to scream at Mike Kafka when clearly that ball should have been caught by Theo Johnson. The play call was good. The throw was good. The execution from the player was bad.
That seems wild to me.
Right.
Like,
direct your anger in the right spot.
Undress an assistant coach because a player dropped the football?
Oh, right. Or be man enough to go air out the player. Like, it can't be like, I just want to be buddy-buddy with all the players, and then I'm going to eviscerate all my coaches.
Yeah, it's strange, and it's jarring. All right, let's break. Jets calls, Giants calls, Yankees calls. Bring them however you'd like. 800-919-3776. We'll get to all of my promise. DNR with you on a very busy Friday, ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on the roads on this Football Friday. Here is Susie Cerrone.
Good Friday morning, guys. Alternate side and meters in effect. Inbound George 20 at the upper, 10 at the lower, 5 to 10 at the Lincoln or Holland. BQE south at the Kosciuszko Bridge. An accident in the left lane. You're jammed from Northern Boulevard. Accident on the Jackie Robinson northbound at Metropolitan Avenue has one lane out. Jackknife tractor trailer accident on the Turnpike truck lane southbound at 8A. You've got onlooker delays northbound, so north or southbound on the Turnpike. Stick with the car lanes instead. Crash on the Taconic southbound at Peekskill Hollow Road. Just the right lane gets by. Accident in Greenwich. Single laning on the Merritt southbound near the state line at King Street. We're sponsored by Unbound.org. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor. Reach out, change her world. It'll change your own. Unbound.org. I'm Susie Cerrone on 880 ESPN New York.
Okay, girls, ready to go?
Yeah! Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Me too, Mommy.
You want a snack?
Yeah.
Got it?
Children learn from our behaviors.
Mommy, can you open this,
All right,
please?
hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here.
Thank you.
They learn what is okay from the adults they see.
Mommy, are you on your phone?
If you're a distracted driver, chances are They will be too. What kind of driver are you raising? Funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomans.com.
Join Optimum and MSG Networks November 15th from noon to 2 p.m. at the new Gateway store for a grand opening celebration. Meet Knicks alum Larry Johnson. Plus, enjoy a family-filled day with balloon animals, face painting, and a Chick-fil-A lunch on us.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Listen up, football.
Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Dropped by Fields, and now it looks like New England has recovered.
I don't think they're giving themselves a legitimate chance to win football games with Justin Fields as their quarterback.
We're all accountable for that. Coaches, make sure we put our guys in the right position. Justin, make sure we get the ball to some other guys.
It's still an undisciplined team.
Details and discipline. That was a box that we didn't check.
A lot of miscommunication out there. Guys not on the same page.
I, as a fan now, think we should lose.
And I don't think that's wrong.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Get these games over with and move on to next year.
What an awful life to live.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, big 7 o'clock hour. Jets, at least you're done. At least it's over. At least you don't have to be pained by watching it this weekend. You get this out of the system on a Friday, and then Monday we could just focus on the Giants and the Packers, which should be for great radio and great conversation.
Well, we'll see. I mean, at least we'll get Jameis Winston, so we won't get Russell Wilson.
Right.
Has the potential to be exciting. I mean, it could be exciting for Green Bay Packers fans in their defense because he's throwing picks, or it could be fun. It can't be worse than Russell Wilson.
Oh no, it can't be worse than Russell Wilson. I would agree with that. Guy that you were excited about, and there was some buzz about and some juice about, and I want teams typically don't give up on first round picks from 2 years ago. So let's see what A.D. Mitchell. Raymond's so angry he said we shouldn't even be allowed to call him A.D. We should have to call him Adonai because it's been
or
so
E.D.
awful.
Yeah.
But I still call him A.D. Mitchell. And he takes responsibility. He blames himself for all those drops last night.
If I could really pinpoint anything, I'd point the finger at myself and say, I need to perform better. I just need to do better.
I don't understand how you can be an NFL receiver and drop the ball like that.
Because some receivers aren't as good as other receivers, and
right.
There's a reason why the Colts were willing to trade him.
Right. And there's all this excitement about, we got A.D. Mitchell, and you know how fast he is. Yeah, I mean, you saw how fast he is. He's really fast, and he gets himself open.
Right, but I mean, if he was actually productive with how fast he was, then I'm sure the Colts would have found a way to use him.
Absolutely,
but they didn't. So now we have him, and unless he figures out how to catch footballs, then what good does he do us?
None. Here is Aaron Glenn on Mitchell's problems and issues last night.
He's a big, fast. He's going to be a good player for us. I mean, he missed some balls today. I think we all saw that. Him being here for 2 weeks and have truly a week of really going out there and practicing, we got to get him back out there and do more. But I think he will tell you himself that he got to make some of those plays that was thrown to him. And we got to do a better job of trying to get him open also.
I mean, he did just say that I got to do a better job, but it matters how long you've been with an offense when the ball's in your hands that you should be able to catch it, no?
No. I don't think there's any excuse for when the ball's, one of the few balls that Justin Fields threw well, you can't catch.
Like running a wrong route, I would understand.
Right, or just like I said. Was that supposed to be a back shoulder, or was it supposed to be I don't know, was there miscommunication? Was Justin Fields expecting one thing and AD did something else? We don't know that. And I think you could explain that as, hey, he's not been here long enough to create that chemistry with the quarterback. But, because a lot of this is, you need the receiver and the quarterback to see it the same way. Right? The adjustments to whatever route you're running are going to depend on what you're seeing at the line of scrimmage or what what your defender's doing. And, that does take time. But, a ball that's laid perfectly into your hands that you drop, or one coming across the middle that goes straight through your hands, that isn't because you've only been here for 2 weeks.
Right. If the football hits you in your hands, whether you've been here for 10 minutes or not, you should be able to catch it.
Right.
Right. Well, Breece Hall kind of defends Justin Fields a little bit. This is interesting. He said we, as a team, just didn't do enough to help our quarterback.
Today we just didn't make enough plays as a whole, so we got to get back to the drawing board and figure it out. I feel like Justin did his thing today, and we got to do a better job of making the game easier for him, just like he wants to make it as easy for us.
I don't know about how do you feel about that?
He's just trying to be a good teammate.
Okay. Well, that you know what? He's a good teammate then.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. I think that is Justin Fields' thing, and it's not good enough. Justin Fields was doing his thing, and the problem is his thing's not that good.
Well, you saw all of what makes Justin Fields Justin Fields. He's insanely athletic. He can tuck in and run probably better than any quarterback in the NFL. He can throw the football well at times, and then there's other times you think he's never played the position before. That's Justin Fields in a nutshell.
Right. On top of the fact that I'm not 100% sure that they're using him correctly, consistently enough. First drive, yes. Then all of a sudden we get away from that. And I know they make adjustments and everything else, but, you can't go the rest of the half with no first downs in 21 yards.
No. If you move the ball sparingly, you'd be like, all right. But to not be able to move it at all after the first drive, and I know the first drive is supposed to be the drive, right? Like you prepared for it and you've worked through it and you know what you're going to do. And you've seen that with the Giants as well.
Right.
It's not like then the offense just goes missing.
Okay. You're not an NFL head coach or an offensive coordinator.
Right.
Okay. Me and you are in a meeting. Here's what we're doing on this first drive. Okay. We expect it to work because this is how they'll come play defense and this is how it'll work. The script, if you will. We're playing against New England Patriots team that's 8-2. Okay? 8-2. Mike Vrabel's their coach. Do we not think that once we get through this first scripted drive, that the New England Patriots defense will make some adjustments?
Of course they're going to.
Right. So wouldn't this be a conversation that we had? Hey, so now once they make these adjustments,
now we're gonna morph into doing this. Yeah,
right.
Of course.
Well, that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
I mean, you can't just rest on, hey, it worked in the first possession, it's going to work again. Not against a team like the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And you talk about big picture. I mean, Fields stinks for now, but big picture is not going to make a difference because he's not going to be your quarterback for the future. But how do you develop the next quarterback? That's what concerns me moving forward.
Right. So, I mean, listen, it's just what level of stink. Like, you prefer to see him get better to make you feel better about the coaching staff and Tanner Engstrand. You're actually seeing him get worse.
Yes, it's heading in the wrong direction. By the way, our friend of the show, Field Yates, on his First Draft podcast, he's got a little quarterback update for you as far as where the GM has been. You want to hear this?
Oh, yeah.
Here you go.
That game between Penn State and Indiana had a certain general manager in attendance for it. That would be Jets GM Darren Mougey, who was also there with Rick Spielman, long time, who's now with the Jets in a front office capacity, longtime Vikings GM. And I want people to understand that the in-person experience for GMs and evaluators can be incredibly vital. There's a chance that's the only time those two gentlemen see Fernando Mendoza play a football game live. Being there up close, you get opportunities to learn about players from people that are part of the program and can give you the best intel. Fernando Mendoza made some big-time throws, aided by some outstanding catches, but that to me was a very, very important drive, given the context of who was there and what was taking place.
Wow. How about that? Now, here's what would worry me. If he's the only one that comes out, and I don't have a top 2 pick, because right now you don't, if the Saints want him and they pick ahead of you, they're going to get him.
Right.
There's nothing you can do, like the Giants with Drake May and Jaden Daniels.
Here's a dumb question, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Why, if you were that serious about drafting a quarterback like Mendoza, would that potentially be the only time that you've seen him live?
Maybe you just don't have time to go watch him live. I mean, I'm not like being a jerk.
What's
I don't know.
important? Deadline's gone. He made his deals. What could possibly be more important than seeing this kid live if it's that important?
Right. I mean, and even if the Jets play on a Sunday, why couldn't you go on the Saturday?
Yeah, but why does Darren Mougey need to be at the game anyway?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know. But if he needs to be at the Jets game, wants to be at the Jets game, watch his team, I do understand that. But if the Jets play on Sunday, why couldn't he go to these games on Saturday? Why can't he go to the college football playoffs? Why can't he go to the Big Ten championship game? Like, why would that be the only opportunity you'll ever have to watch him live?
Right. Like, I mean, if there was a real consideration that this guy could be the kid that we want to draft, I'd go see him live as much as I could.
Right. And why can't Rick Spielman go watch him live?
Yeah,
Rick Spielman has to be at every football game of the Jets?
That didn't make much sense to me.
But he made it, like, I mean, I don't think Field is wrong. He reports good information.
Well, then maybe this is why it's such a crapshoot, because we're all okay with just watching the kid live one time. And then what?
So RJ saying in my ear, he didn't say it will be, but RJ, he did say it could be the only chance. Why, if you want to see him 4, 5, 6 times, why couldn't you see him that many times?
No, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that I don't think Field was reporting that.
No. He's not reporting that this will be the only chance they'll get to see him live. But if you want to see him live again next weekend, why couldn't you go watch him play live again?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we heard.
They probably will, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, as the Giants went through the process last year, that's what we heard about Dable and Schoen, right? It came out that they had basically somebody staffed at every Jackson Dart start. So maybe we'll hear the same.
Do they play again this weekend, Indiana? I don't know if they, but if they do, why couldn't he go to that game this weekend?
I got to imagine that they do play this weekend. Hang on.
So I don't know. I agree with you. It struck me as
they play Wisconsin tomorrow.
So why couldn't he go to that game?
Yeah, I just don't understand, and I'm not saying this is just about the Jets. I just mean in general. Like if that's something that normally happens, where Fields would say it, like this might be the only time he sees, then you're all idiots.
Well, I know. I mean, listen, I'm not defending the Giants, but I know the Giants, when there's interest in a guy, they've watched him over and over and over. I mean, Joe Schoen is everywhere,
and they got it right, and Brian Dable got it right. But I'm saying, like, if this is something that happens normally or frequently in the NFL, when you're talking about the most important position in sports and how often people get it wrong, wouldn't you make it your business if it's that beneficial?
I would want to see him over and over
every single time,
and I would want to be there and him be like, hey. How's it going?
Right, you're not flying commercial either. Again. Your owner's got a private jet. Hey, Woody, I got to go watch Mendoza play.
Yep.
Fuel up the plane.
Take the jet. Did you saw that report that I sent you guys yesterday? That Don Van Natta had, that Woody doesn't want the players to now be allowed to vote on the best of this.
It's the least shocking breaking news I've ever heard, by the way.
Least shocking of all time.
And he said there's no validity to it, he said.
Yeah, right. Of course, of all the owners, too.
Right, that he's the one leading the charge that this shouldn't be allowed.
It wasn't Woody. That's what's happening. It's not Woody. You know who it was.
It was Brick.
Let's go to John in Morristown.
Johnson.
John in Morristown. You're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Man, a few things just really quick about, how in the world can last year the Steelers decide right away after being 5-2 or whatever they were that
4-2
that he wasn't the answer for them, and they put in Russell Wilson instead, right? Like, and how in the world can we turn around and say, okay, this is the guy we want for our quarterback? That's ridiculous. I mean, it's unbelievable to me. But that isn't even why I called, right? The reason I called is to ask you, Dave.
Yeah.
Today, you have a choice. Do you want Drake May or do you want Jackson Dart? Who would you take?
Drake May.
Because he's done it.
Listen, I love Jackson Dart. I'm ecstatic about Jackson Dart. But Drake May, for a couple of reasons. A, he's got more experience now in the NFL. He's got his team at, what are they now, 9-2.
9-2.
He doesn't get hurt all the time. He doesn't, abandon, just with reckless abandon, lead the offense. No, I love what I've seen from Drake May. I love it.
I don't know if that's all the way true, though. I think there were plenty of times last season in his rookie season
but
he was reckless.
Like he's matured a little bit. He slid up a number of times last night.
Okay, but I know. But, I mean, Jackson Dart's still in year one.
Okay, well, he's asking me who I would take, and I would take Drake May.
I got to tell you, man.
Who would you take?
That throw he made to Matt Collins, deep down the middle of the field, it ended up being the guy Stevenson's
the one that got knocked away.
Oh,
he does a great deep ball.
He just, I mean,
I was actually audibly angry with that play. I was like, come on, because he catches that, I think they score a touchdown. Now they get the ball back in that spot anyway. But I was very annoyed by that. So who would you take, Drake May or Jackson Dart?
I don't know if it's fair to answer the question. I probably would say Drake May. But I also recognize, what Jackson Dart's doing with what he has. You got no Malik Neighbors, man. You got no Cam Scatterbo.
Your number one big play, great receiver is Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah, Slayton made a couple good plays. He made that one-handed catch last week. But, again, they lose the game. He's marching down to score again. I don't know if it's going to be a field goal or a touchdown, and he ends up fumbling and gets himself hurt. But,
he's terrific. I love him. Listen,
Drake
May is favored to be the MVP right now.
Yeah, listen, I don't think you're wrong.
So, you want an honest answer? That's an honest answer. I love Jackson Dart. I take Jackson Dart over a lot of quarterbacks right now. If you called and said Caleb Williams or Jackson Dart, I wouldn't have to think for a second. But Drake May, I would take Drake May.
Right, but how about this one then?
All right.
Cuddle, marry, trash.
Mm-hmm.
First overall pick in that draft. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. Who are you doing?
I don't have this is easy for me. I don't even feel like this is a chore. I'm marrying May, I'm cuddling Dart, and I'm trashing Williams.
You mean Daniels?
You meant Daniels, right?
I meant Daniels, yes.
Yeah.
Dart's on the brain. I get it.
You are to Dart as Jefferson is to his new girlfriend.
Yes.
Not girlfriend. You are in love.
He's maybe you guys just aren't seeing it like I'm seeing it.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with
It's finally happened. You've become David Gettleman.
I'm not David Gettleman.
You are.
So what do you want me to sit here and tell you he's
I was
not
in
good?
full bloom love.
The guy's terrific.
He is. He absolutely is. But
what are you talking about?
But he wasn't the subject of that question just now.
We're just happy to see you this way. It's like when your friend meets the right person.
This is what I was hoping that this season would lead to.
No, but you found
You've
the
got
one,
your
though.
guy.
Well,
You've got him.
But it kind of was.
No, it's positivity.
Well, I was not. My goal was not to be 2-8 through 10 games and blowing games left and right.
Well, here we are.
Listen, so
we are where we are.
But what's the difference, though? It's 6 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins.
A lot.
As long as the quarterback is great.
Sure, that's the most important piece. But
that was the first
if
priority.
I had 6 wins right now, and the game against the Packers was like we win this game, and now playoffs are realistic. That would matter a ton.
So your long lost love comes with some baggage. You'll sort through it.
Yeah.
Baggage.
There's losses, concussions.
It's like Lovey on Gilligan's Island baggage.
Listen, but you got there. You got there.
You know what, RJ? I'm not going to sit here and let you mock me.
She's got a touch
I
of
can hear it in your
right
voice.
Oh, my goodness.
You're mocking me.
I'm not mocking you. You just responded. It's like in Friends with Ross is getting married. He says the wrong name at the altar. That was you just now. You put Dart in a question where it wasn't even asked.
That was jarring, actually. I actually thought, wait a minute. Was Dart part of that question? And
Listen,
I just misheard
Give me
it?
the question again.
Cuddle, marry, trash the quarterbacks from last year's draft. Not this past, the year before.
I want the record to show that I'm happy for you.
I'm very happy.
Williams, Daniels, and May. Dart was not involved.
I'm marrying May. I'm cuddling Daniels, and I'm trashing Caleb Williams.
And you're marrying Dart.
And I'd marry Dart, but not over Drake May. All right?
That's nice.
There you go. Let's take a break, come back, and speaking of marrying, speaking of just a great athlete in this town, his third MVP, he is Aaron Judge. We discuss next, ESPN New York.
Listen up, football fans. At Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hey, it's Michael K. talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, get Black Friday deals throughout the store. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you can trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about. And to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Michelle's Moment here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Here, just get one time. Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry, banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So we waited, and there was thrown around who's going to win the American League MVP. National League was just a no-brainer. I mean, you knew it was going to be Ohtani, and he won it convincingly. American League, was it going to be Cal Raleigh? Was it going to be Aaron Judge? Who deserved it? Who would get it? Numbers more impressive for Judge, but then there's going to be an anti-Yankees bias, so we don't know. And rightfully so, and deservedly so, he wins it again. He is awesome. He's the best player in baseball, and Aaron Judge is your American League MVP.
Right, but was it going to be – I don't think it was going to be because of a Yankees bias.
I heard a ton of that.
No, I mean, it was more – I think it was more maybe
Kay
potential –
was talking about that.
Well, but that's Michael, and I love him. But, I mean, when we'd had Buster on, the thing that he kept bringing up was that it's a catcher – and for a catcher hit 60 home runs, how incredible that is.
And it is incredible. But if you just looked at the pure numbers, Judge had a better season.
Yeah, I mean, Judge led the league in WAR, on base percentage, batting average, slugging percentage. I mean, you name it, he led it. But he missed some time, right? Seattle ends up winning the division.
Right.
So, hey, he's a catcher that hit 60 home runs. And he's a switch hitter.
And he's not just a catcher that hit 60 home runs. He's an elite defensive catcher that hit 60 home runs. Elite.
He was in the midst of having a historic season, and usually the only way that you would unseat someone that's having the kind of season that Aaron Judge is having is to have a historic, do something that no one's ever done
before.
And he
did, and he deserves a boatload of credit. But he's not Aaron Judge.
No,
and I think they got this one right. And it was a close vote.
Well, it deserves to be a close vote. It could. I mean, you wouldn't have been pissed off if
I wouldn't have been pissed off. But if here's the thing, I think we'll hear from. By the way, Ray, call screener frozen. If you could fix that, I'd appreciate it. I think if you would be getting a million calls. We might get no calls on it right now. But if he didn't win it, you'd be getting a million calls. It's like if you win a game, you're like, all right, great, we won, and you don't really care. But if you lost the game, you'd be furious about it. I kind of feel like that's how the Yankee fan is with this MVP award right now.
Yeah, a Yankees fan, but I'm just saying, and I'm sure Seattle Mariners fans are upset that he didn't win it. I just think, if you're me or you or someone that roots for a different team, you wouldn't be heartbroken if it went the other way. Both guys deserved it. Aaron Judge deserved it more.
That's right. Cal Raleigh had an all-time season. Really? I mean, all-time, unbelievable, great season.
Well, there's no chance. I don't think there's any chance this record for a catcher gets broken.
Probably not. I mean, if Aaron Judge doesn't have a season of the ages, because that's what he had, a season of the ages, Cal Raleigh deservedly has just won that MVP.
Right, but, I mean, this is kind of Aaron Judge's season now. This is who Aaron Judge is now.
Because he's amazing.
Right. So, I mean,
see, what would actually upset me, as excited as I'd be right now if I was a Yankees fan, is that you're wasting it.
He had 53 home runs and won the batting title.
But it amounted to you barely beat Boston and you got beaten up by Toronto, and he was still great.
And he was great in the postseason too. Yeah, listen,
right.
I don't
That's what I'm saying. So he's great, and you couldn't come anywhere near going to the World Series.
This season, no.
So that would annoy me.
Toronto was better than you.
I know, but Boston was right there and had you in trouble. And
well, we'll see what happens now. We'll see what happens now. That's why this offseason for the Yankees is so important. And it doesn't feel like there's going to be a lot of moves that they make. They're not going to go and spend big money on starting pitching.
Well, they don't need to.
Right. I'm just saying. That was the pivot last year. We have no Soto. We're going to spend a ton of money on Max Fried. So I'm saying that's not going to happen. Like the emergence of Schlittler, heel healthy. You'll get Rodon's back at some point. Cole at some point. Max Fried outside of that, last start in the postseason was really good. All those things great. But if you don't get Bellinger, what are you doing? Even if you get Bellinger, what else are you doing? Right? I mean, it seems like your team, like Rice will play first base, Jazz will play second base. You'll have probably Volpe when he's back. If it's not, it's Caballero. You got you traded for your third baseman,
right? Yeah.
And then you'll have Bellinger playing, I guess, center field, unless you decide to go Dominguez in center field, and you put Bellinger in left, and you'll have Judge in right. You'll still have Stanton as your DH. So, I mean, it doesn't sound like you're going to be super active this offseason.
No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, I think the big question mark, well, what's going to happen with Bellinger, and what's your bullpen going to look like? Yeah. You know that Bednar is going to be in the mix there, but, I mean, you need real pieces in that bullpen.
Right. So I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't good enough last year. Is it going to be good enough now this year?
Well, why would I think that?
Well, you would. That's my point, though. You wouldn't. I mean, and this was a season where Aaron Judge wins the regular season MVP. You don't win the division, and then had a great postseason, and you didn't make it as far as you made it last season.
But you weren't even close. Like you were destroyed by Toronto. Who was listen, for my money, Toronto best team in baseball. I know the Dodgers won. I know it's Monday morning quarterback to say that, but for my money, they were better than the Dodgers. They were better than everybody. They were phenomenal. But they clearly, when they played you, they look like by far the better team. And how many more years? I guess my question would be, how many more years of Aaron Judge like that are you going to get?
I mean, I feel like we had the same conversation with Garrett Cole, right? Like how many years of this can you waste? And I mean, he ended up losing Garrett Cole with the elbow. So I mean, there's another year wasted. And what version of Garrett Cole are you going to get when he comes back? So, I mean, I think for the next couple of years, Aaron Judge is going to be Aaron Judge. But, I mean, are the Yankees going to put enough pieces around him? Or are we going to go with this whole, hey, we got to the dance, and once you get to the dance, it's a crapshoot routine?
But how could you say? The Dodgers just won 2 consecutive World Series.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world could you sit here and say that if you just get there, everyone has the same chances? That's preposterous.
Yeah, well, that's what they believe. And the more times we put ourselves in the mix, the better our chances are.
Well, of course, the more times you get in, the better chance you're going to have. But how about being
they do it every
best
year.
team in the postseason?
Right, but I mean, at some point, it's not a crapshoot anymore if you're the team that's always there and never wins. Then it's just crap.
I mean, since 2009, you've been to 1 World Series. How is that a crapshoot?
I mean, when you're there every year, it feels like
you go every year. I mean, you would just think if it's a crapshoot. If there's how many teams? 6 teams go, that 1 out of every 6 years you would be going to the World Series, right? Even more if you're getting a bye. But that doesn't happen. You've gone once in 16 years now to the World Series.
Yeah, it hasn't happened. So I mean, they're gonna have to figure that out. I just don't know if that's gonna happen this offseason.
So my 2 things, if I were a Yankees fan, RJ and Ray, you correct me if I'm wrong. He's awesome. Watching him play it's a pleasure. It's phenomenal, and you're wasting it. It would be my 2 things looking at Aaron Judge right now in my analysis.
That's accurate. Yeah,
is that how you feel?
That's exactly how I feel. And I know the sentiment is that Aaron Judge got a lot of hardware, but the only hardware we care about is the World Series hardware. Well, that's a team accomplishment, and with the front office being what it is with the Yankees right now, all that you just described, it's harder than ever for a Yankee to win the World Series. You would agree with that, right?
Yeah, but what do you want him to do?
Exactly.
I just got a tweet saying, yeah, we love that he's winning MVPs, but the only hardware we care about is the World Series championship. That's not my point of view, but that's the general consensus of the fan base. What can he do? Like before this season, it was, in those moments, you don't get that version of him, so there's that extra added pressure, and last year he was not very good, and Soto carried the team. Well, this year he was. This year he was that level. So now what do you want him to do?
Do it to the point that he lifts the team over that hump. Again, this is not me
500 this postseason.
This is not me speaking.
Yeah,
this is how the fan.
You're
right.
The answer is he can't.
Yeah, the answer is he can't.
The hard part is now with everything, with every individual award he wins, every MVP, Silver Slugger, whatever, he's now gone from one of the best players ever to never win a World Series. And then he was the greatest Yankee ever to never win a World Series. And now he might be the best player ever, never to win a World Series. So that's what we're going to keep coming back to, right?
I guess.
Which isn't fair. I mean,
it's not fair.
It isn't fair.
It's not
but
fair.
That's how this stuff goes, isn't it?
And
and it's more so with the Yankees than any other team.
And he's damned just by the way the sport works. He can't do more. He can't bring himself up to bat more.
No, if he batted 4 out of 9 times, maybe we could have that conversation. He's not allowed to do that.
Think about it. In an 18-inning game where Ohtani got on base 9 times, 18 innings with runs, and they played 2 games. He got on base every single time. He got up to bat 9 times in a game with like hundreds of at-bats. That's just the way the sport works.
Yeah, it is. And the problem is that you only get to see your guys a certain amount of times, and it's not going to change. Like NBA game, the guy Shea has the ball in his hand. Jokic has the ball in his hand. NFL game, Josh Allen, Mahomes, back and forth. It's thrilling. I think it's part of the reason why baseball is and slower, but they've tried to do that, change that. But it's part of the reason that baseball is where it is you don't get to see the stars all that much.
Yeah, but I mean, I think of as far as like trying to feed this, it's about championships narrative. It's probably the most unfair in baseball.
I totally agree with that.
Right. I mean, like football, it's kind of stupid too if you think about it. I mean,
it's stupid in any sport. It's the most stupid in baseball.
Right. Like, I mean, at least in basketball, I mean, best player's going to have we know what a star can do. Best player, ball in his hands, you're playing both sides. You're playing offense and defense.
And generally in basketball, the best team is going to win.
Yeah, but for a quarterback, it's like, I mean, all right, so when I left the field, we had a lead.
Right, like
now,
what do you hear? Josh Allen, he can't beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason, but he gave his team a lead with 13 seconds left.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
so
could you
that's on Josh Allen?
Could you imagine a world where Knicks last season and they drop the last play for Landry Shamet? That's kind of the equivalent. Here comes Jose Caballero with the season on the line. It's just unfortunate sometimes.
It is unfortunate.
All right, but that's the difference, though. But what RJ just said is the difference between what the Blue Jays were and what the Dodgers are.
There was no weak link for the Blue Jays.
When those guys come up, those guys
they get it done.
They get it done. You had too many guys in the Yankees lineup that don't get it done.
Well, and that's the answer.
I mean the most hits in the postseason is Ernie Clement now. He batted 8th.
If Cam Schlittler didn't have the game of his life, it would have ended sooner.
Right. So, all right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll continue with this. We'll get to your calls. They're all lined up. We'll go around the league. Rick also has a big read we'll get to. I mean, things are happening. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4214. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-4214. That's 800-575-4214.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games are the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
Like me, your Aunt Jules. I told you I didn't need a gift this year, but I secretly really want one.
Or me, your neighbor Frank. I hope you didn't forget I'm coming to your holiday party tonight.
Or me. Why does no one ever think of the voiceover guy? Anyway, New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games have more winners and top prizes up to $5,000. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
On the golf tee, it's Skechers World Champions Cup. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. It's PGA Champions Tour golfers from all over the world. Team USA versus Team Europe versus Team International. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. The competition will be tense, but feet will be comfy. Tune in to Skechers World Champions Cup. Final round of golf on Sunday, December 7th on ABC, 1 to 5 p.m.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
This holiday season, Target has your back with irresistibly cool gifts for everyone on your list. For the trendsetter, start with affordable beauty kits and gift sets. Need something the whole fam will love? Grab snuggly matching fits in every size and style. And for the thrill seekers, don't forget the hottest toys and tech of the season. Target's got you covered with the best deals for endless fun. Shop in store or online. And step into the holidays with Target. Restrictions apply.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
A licky boom boom down. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Knicks looking to bounce back against the Heat at home, 7 o'clock. Same time, Nets visit the Magic in the happiest place on earth, Orlando. Also 9 o'clock, the Red Hot Islanders in Utah to take on the Mammoth. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Time now for the Raanan Report, brought to you by Bet365. Let's bring him in. Friend of the show, Jordan Raanan. Hi, Jordan. How are you?
Good, Dave. How you doing, Rick?
Doing good,
Pay
Jordan.
attention over there, Rick.
Fantastic.
He's not paying close attention.
I'm doing research. I'm doing research, Jordan. Okay, shut your mouth.
Oh, here we go. Jordan, how nice was I to you last week when Rick wasn't here?
Very nice. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was just
so Jordan deduced, Rick, that
friendly.
maybe the reason I'm nasty to him is you lead me to be nasty to him.
That couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, the one time I remember recently you were nasty to him when I was here. You asked him if San Francisco would win. He said yes, and then you went after him.
Yeah. But maybe you have me on edge, and then I'm prone to nastiness. I don't know. Anyway, Jordan, I love you. We're happy to have you. What's the mood around the building this week with the moving on from the head coach?
Yeah, look, when you don't win, this is what happens. I think they came to that realization. It's been a while where the Giants haven't won. Right, they're 11-33 in their last 44 games. That's a 25% win clip. That's not good enough. Everybody knows that, and when stuff like that happens, I think they realize, it's time for a change, and that's why we're sitting here. And Mike Kafka's in charge. Kafka, I can't get his name right, but he's in charge instead of Brian Daboll right now. And they're going to move forward. And the one thing I did notice from listening to guys bring up is they brought up the calmness, the poise, and I think the thought process is maybe that can help and be part of the difference at the end of games here when things start falling apart.
Jordan, let me ask you, so we were texting with you yesterday with the whole, why was Russell Wilson still the backup quarterback? Jameis is going to start. Is this one of those situations we kind of went through last year where it's fan base is kind of done with the season? You got Green Bay coming into town. No one really wants to see Russell Wilson play, so let's go with Jameis Winston. Or is it we're finally realizing that Russell Wilson can't play anymore?
I think it's probably a combination. I think they were pretty close to that point already, and then the other day was just kind of like the final nail in the coffin there. Like we can't roll it back out there. We can't justify that to our players. We can't justify that to our fan base. I think everybody knew the second that at the end of that game, like there was no way that if Jackson Dart couldn't play this week, and the Giants are going to be cautious with him, and I think everyone can understand that it had to be Jameis Winston.
It has to be Jameis Winston. But my question to you on the same topic is like the coach, Brian Daboll, looked at this and thought, okay, our best chance to win is Russell Wilson, I don't know. It almost feels like the clock struck midnight the second it went to overtime against Dallas because he was awful in the overtime and has been brutal ever since. And Dable continued. This was his decision and his decision entirely. This is where we're going. Gives us the best chance to win.
Well, let's be fair. His decision was Jackson Dart's their best chance to win.
He went
to Jackson Dart, and I'm saying he went to him pretty early.
Dart is not able to play. He was the best chance to win.
I think at that point they didn't want to rock the boat. I think that's just my interpretation of the situation. Like they didn't, if you do that, it becomes a big story. It becomes a big deal. And for what? He's really just the backup at that point. Turns out he had to be into the game 3 times in seven starts. But yeah, I think they just didn't think it was worth it at that point. I think they realized probably at the end when he threw the ball off the crossbar. What game was that? Week 4, week 3, Kansas City. Yeah,
it was good.
Kansas City,
right? I think that was right after the quarterback draw that they ran.
Yeah. So I think that's a big part of it. Is that it would have rocked the boat. It would have become a big story. There would have been a lot of talk about is this the end of Russell Wilson if you just flat out did it at that point. I think they were trying to avoid that at that time and concentrate on, all right, Jackson Dart's our starter. We need the concentration to be on Jackson Dart here.
All right, Jordan, now that you've had some time to sniff around.
See?
Jordan, I love you. You know what I'm going to do? Every time he does one of these nasty moments, Jordan, I'm just going to shower you with love. That's what I'm going to do. So, Jordan, just
look at that.
For the
look
record,
at his face. Now I can see your face. You're smiling. You're like you take full joy in that over there, Rick.
Did you? Do you get a sense now? Do you get a sense now that even though Joe Schoen is going to run the coaching search, that he's not 100% safe?
I 100% no, but I think that unless the process goes something, or unless there's either A, disaster at the end of the year here, they lose out or something like that, or B, there's a coach or somebody in the process that really doesn't want to work with him, Joe Schoen is going to be back. So I think the likelihood is that Joe Schoen will be back next season.
But you say kind of falls off like 1 in 6, and now and I said this to you a couple weeks ago, and this is an awful place to be. For Joe Schoen to go, things need to really fall on harder times, right? So if the Giants go 3-14 again this season, and it looks no better with Mike Kafka, now we're talking about moving on from Joe Schoen?
Yeah, the fact that that's even debatable, like we're sitting here, I think it's possible you could still be moving forward. At 3-14 stuff, he probably has to win a little bit more than that, at least. Because look, this is another thing here. You saw it in what they said. We feel like we have a good young nucleus. That's in a way saying, you guys tell me if you interpret it differently. We think the players are better than the results are showing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
I would agree with that. So this guy can give you another 3-14 season, be 20-plus games below 500, and we might be letting him lead the search for the next coach and still picking the players that are going to play for this organization?
Might be. He is leading the search. Let's not conflate this here. He is leading the search. Like, he's going to be doing all this work up until, through this coaching search here to probably the hire. Like, there's going to be 2 months of work already done before you're talking about the point of, are we going to judge him for the rest of the year? So, like, do you tell me, does it make sense? Okay, we just had you do 2 months worth of work to do a coaching search. Now we're just going to take over. We're just going to dump you and take over. That also makes little sense too, right?
None of it makes sense.
So just think about it. The likelihood is he's running the search and he's going to remain.
It kind of sounds like the same fate as the Dave Rothenberg's Giants obsession a little bit, but
really.
I'm joking.
By the way, everyone thinks he's getting Botox, Jordan. Just to let you know.
My face moves. I'm not getting Botox.
Everyone, I'm getting emails all over the place that Rick is clearly getting Botox.
Just because I have nice skin.
I don't see any wrinkles there.
I live a stress-free life, Jordan.
Oh yeah, real
stress-free. You don't worry about anything at all. Seems about right.
Let me ask you a question: Is Joe Schoen doing such a good job behind the scenes with scouting and all the things that we've kind of heard about as to why he's keeping his job, or was it so bad with Dave Gettleman that what he's doing now just seems so much better because it was so bad before?
Look, I think he would admit this. You can't say he's doing a great job behind the scenes. Like, the results speak for themselves, right?
Yeah.
Like, they obviously have to do a better job. Yes, he's modernized the scouting process, right? But should that really be enough? No. It's have you brought in good enough players? Like, that's what it's about, and it's really that simple. They think they have better players than the results have shown. It's really that simple.
Right, but how does that change, though? Like, how does that change this season? Because the offense, for the most part, has been what's keeping you in these games. It's been the defense, and Shane Bowen is still here. So how's that supposed to get better?
It's an interesting question. I think we'll see. Maybe they could make some tweaks, but I think there's also, first of all, Shane Bowen, when he was talking yesterday, like, you could sense a feeling of, I don't know, between him and Brian Daboll. Like, he was very grateful that Brian Daboll continued to give them this opportunity. So obviously Brian Daboll, to me, said he was a big part of Shane Bowen staying, right? He didn't want to dump Shane Bowen, which I give him credit for, because, it's not like he hasn't fired coaches before. He clearly has along the way here. But he apparently stood up for Shane Bowen, and I think Shane Bowen appreciated that. And now they're going to see. I think part of it also, Rick, they don't feel they have a natural solution that they could just go and naturally do in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Right? Well, who's the solution? Andre Patterson, who they wouldn't give who didn't even give an interview to. Right? Think about that for a second. They interviewed a lot of guys, including Jerome Henderson, who they fired. They didn't interview Andre Patterson. Okay, so they probably don't view him as a legitimate defensive coordinator candidate. That their actions would say that. And then, who's the other guy? Marquand Manuel. How's his secondary doing? Like, the secondary we could argue was even worse than it was last year.
No, it looks good. Really good coverage.
So where are the options to be able to make that move in the middle of the season and just be able to function?
Mike Kafka is realistic for this job, or things would have to just go outrageously well down the stretch for him to even be considered?
I think both, but I do think he has a real shot here, because you're talking about a guy who's been a legitimate candidate in a lot of different places, right? He was a finalist in several places. I spoke to a friend with another team, and he was in on interviews with Mike Kafka, and he loved him. He's not the biggest presence in the world. I think that could be the knock against him, but he's super smart. He's detail-oriented. He's calm. He has conviction in what he's doing. Like, this is the way it was described to me. So do I think he absolutely has a shot to get this job? Yes, I think the answer is yes. If he shows that he could do a good job here, and I'll say this, because Joe Schoen is most likely staying, I think if you're a Giant fan, perhaps the best scenario is Mike Kafka doing a really good job, getting the position, and then if you're keeping Joe Schoen and you want Joe Schoen gone, like, you say, okay, we'll give it 1 year with those two guys. You could always move on if it's those two guys in 1 year. Once you bring in someone from the outside, I think then you're resetting completely in for the long term, right? So say, hey, let's give it 1 more year with those, with these two guys, and then we'll move forward. If otherwise, Joe Schoen you don't want to hire a new coach and then move on from Joe Schoen again next year, and then have a coach, and then you have to bring in his general manager. Then you're just you're all over the place, right? That's a mess. Even
right,
more
but Jordan,
so
how many of the coaches that you would actually want would want to tether themselves to Joe Schoen, knowing that he's, like, as far as the fan base is concerned, kind of on the hot seat anyway?
I guess it depends what you hear from ownership, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, is ownership really going to sell you that we want you to take this job and the general manager's on the hot seat?
No.
Or they're going to give you assurances that, hey, we're going to move forward with you guys here. I would think it would be the latter. And if not, you won't want the job, right? And that's where I think we'll find out if, ultimately, if Joe Schoen stays. If there's a candidate who's just like, I want this job, but I don't want to be tethered to Joe Schoen. I think is when
great.
they would. Is why it's open, and it's not he's definitely coming back, because that's the situation where they would go forward and without Joe Schoen.
It's great that we're week 11 and we haven't even asked you about the Giants and the Packers, because that's completely secondary at this point. Are you ready for MetLife Stadium to be overrun again by the opposition fans, Jordan?
Yeah, it's kind of getting par for the course a little bit, Dave.
That's terrific.
Well, why would you go to the games at this point? I mean, maybe now I guess they're more interesting than they would have been with Russell Wilson because you could see Jameis Winston. I guess maybe.
But Jameis is certainly the wild card here this week.
I mean, I actually think the Giants, we could see a little spike here. Like, like the natural, new coach kind of little energy and, spike up in performance. I'm a little worried about their defense. I got to see today who's actually going to play. Like if Bobby Okereke, they're without their middle linebacker, and if Paulson Adebo somehow can't make it, but I think they both have a chance. Like Raheem Nunez-Roches, one of their defensive linemen, is out. Tyler Nubin doesn't look like he's playing.
Green Bay's going to run wild.
What's that?
Green Bay's going to run wild.
Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would make me very nervous if some of those guys, if Bobby Okereke and Paulson Adebo weren't playing. If they play, I think we could survive. If not, I think their defense is going to be in trouble. Green Bay's just an average rushing team, by the way.
Yeah, but is this? I mean, going against the Giants
is brutal.
Is this when they figure it out?
Just saying. I'm trying to be a little optimistic here.
All right, before Dave asks you what he thinks is going to happen and then jumps down your throat and attacks you, I want to know as a reporter, right? And you've had your run-ins with Dable and other coaches. A, why do you think Aaron Glenn is doing what he's doing? And B, how would you handle it?
As a reporter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a good approach by Aaron Glenn. I don't understand. But my understanding is that this was pre-planned from the start. Like he had no intention of basically cooperating media-wise from the day he stepped in the building. Like somebody convinced him that that's a good idea, and it just doesn't make sense. Like why would you want to make enemies, right? You're going to go through probably early struggles. It's none of it makes sense. And as a reporter, look, you don't really even need to do anything. He's doing it to himself. You just have to say exactly how he's handling it and describe it, and that's it. And it'll play out for itself. I mean, I don't see how that's a positive approach. I don't think that's the right way to talk to your fan base. Is the bigger thing. Like, why would you want to tell your fan base go talk to Rich Cimini for injuries? By the way, if I my recollection is correct here from a distance, Rich Cimini looked to be on point.
Right.
Yeah, he just got put on injury reserve. All right. Yeah. So here's the big one, the one that you get paid all the money for. Giants getting 7.5 at home. What happens? And I promise, no matter what you say, I won't yell at you.
You know what? I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you're going to like this because you're almost rooting against them at this point. I think they're going to play well this week. Like I really like them with the 7.5. I think the Giants have a chance to maybe win the game.
Wow.
Potentially. I don't know. Maybe I'm overestimating the bump from the new coach
that they would bring in because he'd probably be available if the Giants win this game.
Who's this?
LaFleur.
Yeah. Imagine that they're talking about firing Mike LaFleur. We're over here the head coach for the Giants came back last year at 3-14. And they're like, hey, you know what? Mike LaFleur should be on the hot seat.
They want Tomlin out. They want Harbaugh out. It makes no sense, the NFL.
They need to come sit in your chair for a little bit,
yeah,
Dave.
Just for a minute.
So feel your pain.
Yeah. No, I mean, Jets
feel his pain.
Yeah.
I want to hear about his pain. How about my pain?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, both. I mean, you could just go by year. I mean, it depends on what year you want to start with. Who's the worst team over the last decade between the Jets and the Giants?
Last decade, it probably at least the only thing I'd say is that Giants have an appearance in the postseason with a win. But it's been brutal for both.
I was just talking about overall record. It's
right.
Close.
Since you guys fired Tomlin, you have the second worst record in the NFL.
When was Tomlin the coach?
Yeah, Giants.
Not Tomlin. Excuse me.
Wow.
You know what I mean, you idiots.
That would have been bad. That would have been a bad move.
Shots now. Shots. Let's go.
Coughlin.
Oh, sure. See, Jordan, what I have to deal with. You're the best. I love you. He doesn't. He hates you. We'll talk to you soon.
Guys, it's been fun as always.
All right. And that's the Raanan Report brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, never ordinary at Bet365. I want Rick's hat for my dad, who's a huge DNR fan. Release the merchandise.
I'm working on it. Relax.
All right.
Trying. I promise. I promise I'm trying, and I promise I don't get Botox. Those are two things I can promise you.
I believe you. I'm just saying there's a groundswell of people out there that are.
I would tell you if I got Botox. I wouldn't be embarrassed that I got Botox. I just don't do it. I haven't needed it. I haven't.
I believe you. I'm not making that argument. I'm the voice for the people who think that that's the case, but I do not.
The only thing I do consistently is try to keep my hair as long as possible.
As long? What do you mean as long as possible?
I try to keep my hair naturally you lose hair, right?
He wants to hold on to his hair.
I want to hold on
So
to every
you're not saying
hair follicle.
You let it grow out.
I had the same
No.
thoughts. Like, you want your hair to be long?
No, I do not want my hair to be long.
He
I
wants
just
to
got a
keep his
haircut.
he wants to hold on to his hair as long as he can.
I should have said I would like to keep every hair follicle as long as humanly possible.
So that's a bigger concern than wrinkles for you.
Not sure you needed to say follicle, but
but that's the point. The follicle die. I'm trying to maintain the follicles.
Yeah,
that's
he's
what
a
I'm
big
trying to keep.
follicles guy.
Big follicle guy. Dad's bald. Brother's bald.
Oh God, your younger brother's bald.
The younger brother's bald. Shaves his head.
How's he look though?
He's got a nice beard. He looks good.
Good.
He's in good shape. He's got the nice beard.
Nice.
Yeah, he looks fine. But I've for whatever reason have kept mine, and I'd like to keep it. So I got some red light therapy helmet that I like to wear every day to keep it pumping. I will try anything.
Keep those follicles working, right?
Got to keep those things working, man.
All right. So, do you want to tell me about the NBA and all
I would
the
love
different
to.
ways I can get involved before we
not
move
just
on
the
to
NBA.
around the league?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, this is the beauty of what I'm about to tell you. It's today. It's Friday. I'm going to tell you about Friday.
It's Happy Hour Friday.
It's Happy Hour Friday.
Yeah.
So on Fridays, FanDuel's turning it up with NBA Happy Hour, like Dave just told you about. So every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m., I'm assuming Eastern Time, FanDuel's dropping limited time specials to get you in the zone. That includes boost bonuses and some surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo. It's your weekly pregame. So when you're wrapping up the work week, what better way to bring on the weekend than with the NBA Happy Hour? Every Friday, 6 to 7:30 p.m., only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to grab your reward before the clock expires. You got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions do apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Mark Goldberg emails and he says, doesn't hat wearing hurt the follicles?
No. That is a common misconception.
That's a myth.
Yes. We were told that. RJ was with me when we met with the hair specialists, that was not true. Actually, when you get a hair transplant, you are allowed to wear a hat after the actual, right after the replacement.
Because it keeps it glued on.
It's not glued on. They actually put it right into your head. They take the follicles from the back and then they put them right into your scalp. And those bad boys.
That sounds like a lot of work.
I think it is a lot of work. But look at John Cena now.
It looks unbelievable.
Looks great.
You're listening to D&R, DiPietro and Rothenberg, on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. All right, so now we're prepared to go around the league. You ready to go around the league?
Oh, I'm ready.
RJ?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
How was that little spot with Jordan Raanan?
That was nice. I worry about sometimes the combativeness, but I enjoy it.
You would say I was on my best behavior, right?
We have some things to address, it seems.
Yeah, you've been very kind to Jordan.
You guys
Jordan's
like how
great.
I said sniff around?
We noticed it.
We
noticed it.
That was good.
Nothing is safe with you. That's the concern.
No, I think it's fun when I sent you that thing. Get buddies that mess around with each other have a better bond.
You sent something. Definitely.
I just sent that recent one. Yeah, that's not great.
The
You don't want it to look like that. If yours looks like that, I would seek help.
Why should, God forbid my wife ever gets a hold of my phone and she's like, what is happening?
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to explain it.
Yeah, no, but it's not going to really look that bad for me. It's
Rick
going to look
wanted
bad
to-
for you.
Is it not going to look bad for you?
I mean, it
Rick
won't
wanted
look
to
great
share
for
the
me,
group.
but it would look worse for Rick.
No, I would just tell Sherry that I would say Dave asked me to send him that picture.
All right.
You practically begged.
I sought you out. Rick, do me a favor. Send me a very dirty, disgusting picture, please.
Yes. Yeah.
RJ?
If your home life's anything like your work life, you get blamed for that too.
That's right. I'm used to it. That's fine. I get blamed for everything everywhere.
I'll stop. Would you please?
Everything everywhere. And that's why the people love me, because I'm a martyr.
Martyr. All right.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, let's go. Can we go around the league, please?
There's
Only
nowhere
when
else to
RJ's ready. I don't want to rush RJ.
It's time
There is nowhere else
to go around the league.
All righty. Well, the Jets lost. That's Thursday.
You're a jerk.
You're a bad guy.
That's Thursday. We go
You
to
can't
Sunday.
even help it.
I'm not a bad guy.
By the way, update.
Okay. Yep.
Giants Packers game. Jordan said what? He say 7.5?
The Giants of New York took on the Packers of Green Bay.
It's now 6.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Green Bay minus 6.5.
That's interesting.
Money coming in.
You know, it's funny. I picked I was like a Sophie's Choice last night. I picked the Patriots, so I was rooting for them to cover. And then when the Jets took a 7-0 lead, in my survivor pool, like 150 people took New England. I was like, well, if they're not going to cover.
Yeah, right. Might as well have them
I wouldn't
lose.
mind seeing the Jets win. But, of course, I got nothing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's tough. I felt bad.
Yeah, you didn't feel bad. You were probably dancing.
I didn't. I don't
How
dance
great would it have been if he was dancing?
Done
and
dancing.
You were RJ this morning. You're like, no, the spread was 12.5.
I told you. I'm done dancing. That's
Yeah,
over.
you got to get out of the dancing game.
That ship has sailed.
What you can't get in on is the Sunday morning game. I believe this is the final one. This is in Madrid. Dolphins and Commanders. So Miami celebrated hard last week. They beat the Bills. So you were a little bit about a letdown. They were.
Just like that picture I sent you guys.
Yeah, similar. Dan Quinn, the Washington coach, he is taking over the defensive play calling duties, but their pass coverage still a concern. So they're down both their corners. And their defense ranks 28th versus the run over the last 5 weeks.
Right,
and
Lattimore's out for the season.
Yeah, Lattimore's done for the season with an ACL, and Trey Amos has a fibula that's going to keep him out. And Deron Payne has been suspended for a game, so he'll serve that here in Madrid.
See the video, by the way? Amon-Ra threw the first punch.
Always the retaliation.
Oh. It's always the retaliation, Raymond. You know that.
Right, but there's like it's right in front of a referee. There's a shove, and then there's a punch from Amon-Ra. It's actually incredible that they missed that.
Miami, however, by 2.5 is the spread on a neutral field.
Yeah, this is a thriller. I mean, nothing says wake up early on a Sunday morning to watch a game from Madrid better than Commanders without their starting quarterback and the 3-7 Dolphins. I don't understand the Dolphins at all. Every time, like, man, they stink. They're awful. They're done. They've quit on this coach. It's like, nope, we're back. And that's a big win last week. Now, you're right about a letdown, but maybe they, wanted to beat Buffalo so desperately, but you couldn't, I don't think. You couldn't take Washington and feel good about it. So I have zero read at all about this game, and it's another week you'll see Marcus Mariota, who I think is a competent backup in this league, by the way.
Right, competent backup, but,
Yeah.
I mean, he's not Jaden Daniels. They don't have their best receiver. Their
Mariota!
Their
Who would have
defense
seen
has
that
been-
coming? Guy holds out almost all of training camp and then gets
Right.
hurt.
Defense is a disaster. I don't know how much Dan Quinn taking it over is going to help when you look at the results. So I mean, RJ, I'm taking it that if you have Achan on your fantasy football team, you should be in pretty good shape this week.
Is that you gloating a bit?
Oh, that's right.
I'll be honest. Took a peek at your team. You're very good.
That's a nice team.
Your team is nice.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is it only that he's been linked up with the right co-owner? Because he's got this other clown in our fantasy league, and he's terrible.
So I was.
Well, that's not a guillotine, though. I'm not having I
that's
can't
not
just
the point.
bid on players that are all available once the team gets eliminated.
I think Jordan. I've even heard Jordan has some sources he taps for information, like he pulls a Rick. People around the office. He has some trusted agents that he
So
goes
does he
to.
also not do work during the day, and he's out wandering the halls?
No, I think,
I'm doing work.
I think Jordan works very hard.
Listen to these point totals quickly before we go to the next game. So over the last 4 weeks, the Washington Commanders have given up 44 to Dallas, 28 to Kansas City, 38 to Seattle, and 44 to Detroit.
Is that bad?
That's tough.
Biggest disappointment in the NFL this season, Washington Commanders, yes or no?
At 3-7 right now, probably. Fresh off an NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Minnesota's probably got to be close to that, too, though, after the season they had last year.
Yeah, man, but at least Minnesota still had a question about the quarterback, right?
Yes, that's true.
Well, that's a nice transition. Sunday, 1 o'clock. Let's go to Minnesota. Bears, Vikings. Bears got Brian Dable fired last week. Caleb Williams' 4th game-winning drive of the season, which is tied with Baker and Bo Nix for the most in the NFL this year. And even though the Bears are tied with the Lions for the best record in the NFC North at the moment, Caleb Williams, 1-7 in division in his short NFL career thus far, including 0-2 this season. Vikings by 2.5 at home is your line.
I'm just letting you know I might be dabbling in this game.
Okay. You're not going to take the Bears. You hate Caleb Williams.
You
You're
don't,
gonna take
you
the
don't
Vikings.
know what I might do.
I know exactly what you're going to do. In your head.
You don't know the first thing about what I might do in this game.
I'm cooking in your head right now.
You're in my head? Of course you know that if I was going to take this game, it would be the Vikings. I think that Caleb Williams stinks. I said it after last week. Somehow this guy is sitting here miraculously at 6-3. I think Ben Johnson is a really good coach. I think he puts him in the best position to possibly win. He just will not do what he asks him to do. And if they can find his legs this week in Minnesota, I think there's a pretty good chance that the Vikings find their way.
And you're going to hear that horn quite a bit.
And I don't know if you guys feel. I feel like that's a great version of the matter.
Which one is which?
The real question, though, is you think Caleb Williams stinks?
Stinks.
Is Caleb Williams worse than J.J. McCarthy?
I don't know, but I will tell you this. I think Minnesota's full team is better than Chicago's full team.
Well, I mean, we're going to find out.
Them again?
Right, here's the problem,
Shut
though.
up.
Right, but here's the problem, though, is
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart is your best offensive player, Justin Jefferson, right, is not nearly the same player with J.J. McCarthy playing quarterback.
Fair.
So they got to figure that. Like Kevin O'Connell has to figure that out. Like they have to find a way to get him more involved and have more production.
Well, the kid has played, 4 games, 5 games? So it's, I mean, maybe just repetitions will make him better.
I guess, but I mean, it's not like he doesn't have the appropriate amount of playmakers around him to have success. Like we just need to find a way to get that to
That's
get that
definitely
to work.
true. But I mean, it wouldn't be shocking if it took him a minute. And maybe he'll never be good, but it wouldn't be shocking if it did take him a minute to develop into that player.
No, listen, but again, I mean, you went from a team that won 14 games last season with a chance in the final week of the season to have it 15 and be the best team in the NFC.
Well, you downgraded a quarterback dramatically.
Well, you had Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones in your building, and you chose this.
I got to tell you, forget about even Sam Darnold. Daniel Jones he'd be a real problem with this team because he's a good, like, when the talent is there, he's really good.
Yeah, well, you're seeing that. I mean,
right, that's what I'm saying.
In the last 2 haven't been great for him, but still, they find ways.
I don't like hearing that J.J. McCarthy has a moniker he refers to himself by.
9.
I don't like it.
Why?
Because you know why he doesn't like it? Because he's not a McCarthy guy.
He hates him.
Well, I'm not, but this is one of those things that just makes me. It pushes me further away.
Because RJ wants to be right, and RJ from the jump.
His teammates love him, though. RJ.
No, he hates him.
No, his teammates. J.J. McCarthy's teammates.
I don't know if Justin Jefferson likes him that much. If you watch the body language during some
not
of
right
these
now.
games.
He doesn't.
I don't know if he's a big fan. Good one in Buffalo. Bucks and Bills, 2-6-3 teams. Buffalo averages the second most yards per game in the league. They lead the NFL in rushing yards. So what has gone wrong? Well, defense has been great. They will get a little bit healthier this week. They get rookie defensive tackle TJ Sanders back from IR off that knee injury. And Buffalo last week allowed the Miami Dolphins to run for 197 yards. That is troubling. Also, Josh Allen, turnovers. Usually tells the story of how this is going to go. In 3 of Buffalo's games, their losses, exactly 2 turnovers by Josh Allen in all those games. In the other games, all victories, 1 combined turnover. Buffalo by 6.5.
Is 6.5? Because
that number went up. Yep, I was going to say that before.
It just went up to 6.5.
I just checked it. It was 6.5. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Oh my God. Now Tennessee has gone from 7.5 to 5.5. Things are now it's at 6.5. Things are moving like crazy.
Well, but here's the thing.
It's like the stock market here.
Things
this
are
morning.
happening.
I think the expectation is that after what just happened against Miami, Buffalo being home, the ability for James Cook to run the football against this Tampa defense. I don't know if they're going to get Bucky Irving back on the other side of this.
Yeah, it sounds very iffy.
Godwin
as well.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Right. I think if Bucky Irving was involved in this game with Buffalo's rush defense, then this number might be a little bit different. But I think everyone's just expecting that Buffalo's not going to turn it over, will be able to run the football, and will try to reassert themselves after a disgusting loss to Miami.
I think your analysis is spot on. Buffalo's defense is really, really concerning at times. I mean, against Kansas City, this is what I don't understand. They were so good against Kansas City. They're 6-2. You feel like, boy, okay, now they've reestablished themselves as the best team in the AFC, and you go out down and you lay that egg in Miami. I can't get back on the Buffalo bandwagon until I see a little bit of consistency. But yes, they should win this game.
This feels like an RJ Santillo spot right here.
No,
he would take the Bills.
Yeah.
It does, but I got no good feel for it. So another thing to watch too: Baker Mayfield has not run the ball the last few games.
No. I think he's a little bit nicked up.
I think he took a shot in that Niners game, and I don't think he's quite been as mobile.
He hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same as he was when he was early in the season, fourth quarters coming.
Well, we're having conversations about MVP.
Yeah,
and you'd be an idiot to discuss him in the MVP.
Well, but he's also lost. But he's also lost Mike Evans. He doesn't have Bucky Irving.
I'm not saying he's not still good. I think he's really good. I'm just saying that's how it's fallen.
It's
fallen from MVP conversation to nowhere near the MVP conversation.
Jackson Dart.
Rashad White's not nearly as good. Is not as good as Bucky Irving.
No, and Rashad White I think is good. I just think Bucky Irving might be great.
Chargers 7-3. They visit the 5-4 Jags. So this should be a game where the Jags underachieving pass rush at least has a chance to have a decent day. Justin Herbert's been sacked the 3rd most times in the NFL and has been hit a league high 134 times. Down 2 starting offensive tackles in Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt. They're out for the season. Chargers still favored by 2.5.
We'll see what the Jaguars are made of after that absolute epic collapse in the fourth quarter against the Texans. I mean, this kind of feels like a Harbaugh special to me. Like you're kind of outmanned. You're all banged up. Coming off a tough game, that you're able to find your way to a victory. But man, he's a really good coach. I would be surprised if they didn't go down to Jacksonville and win. But I will not be involving myself with this one.
Right, this number's sketchy, no?
Yeah, it feels like this is a Chargers game to win, right?
Right. Like, I mean, it feels like the Chargers are the better team.
Yep.
They should go in and win this game. I was actually surprised last week, right? I mean, Pittsburgh's defense looked like it was getting back to what we expected it to be, or what they expected it to be, I should say. And the results with, no Joe Alt haven't been good. Right? Like, just the offensive line isn't nearly the same, which you would imagine would be the case, right? No Rashawn Slater, now no Joe Alt, but they found a way. So, yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring out why this is only 2.5. I think it opened at 1.5 and is now up to 2.5.
Yep.
But yeah, it feels like an easy pick to pick the Chargers in this game.
So why don't you take the Chargers?
Do it.
Well, no, because that's why I wouldn't do it.
Oh.
So why don't you take
73%? By the way, according to PFF, 73% of the money and 69% of the bets are on the Chargers.
All right, so then you have to determine whether you want to be lumped in with the masses or you want to go off on your own.
I want to be public guy, no, yeah.
Yeah, public or sharp. Steelers host the Bengals. Things teetering a little bit for Pittsburgh. The Bengals have been the league's worst rushing attack, but they ran all over the Steelers in Week 7. That was an upset victory for the Bengals. Chase Brown had 108 yards on 11 carries in that game. Jamar Chase has a receiving touchdown in 3 straight games against the Steelers. Joe Burrow, obviously not going to play in this game, but limited at practice this week for the Bengals, worth telling you about, and he's aiming to be back around Thanksgiving, but it's a Joe Flacco game. Pittsburgh favored by 4.5.
If Pittsburgh wants to hold on to any hope for this season, they have to win this game. I mean, the Rodgers retiring, the Tomlin leaving would all get to a fever pitch if they were to lose this game. There's no choice. You have to win this game. You know what? You go up against Green Bay, they're better than you. You go up against the Chargers, they're better than you. People can understand that. You go up against Cincinnati at home and you lose, and rightfully so, there'd be a lot of conversation around the Steelers.
Yeah, but to the point RJ made, last time these two teams played in Cincinnati,
yep,
Joe Flacco diced them up.
Lit them up, yeah. Well, they don't have an answer for the receivers of Cincinnati.
No, I mean, Chase went for $161 in that game.
And Higgins had a big game too, I think.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, you're right in everything that you just said, but on the other side of this, if there's any chance you're getting Joe Burrow back, they have to win. Cincinnati has to win this game. They have to. They win this game, they're right there.
If they win this game,
division,
they're what? They're 4-6?
They're right there in this division. When you look around them, and they got the Ravens twice.
Yeah.
They play the Ravens 2 more times.
Good point. It's a good point. Texans visit the Titans. You just mentioned this line.
Am I looking at this right? It's 5.5
It's on the move, down to 5.5.
2 points this morning.
Titans were shut out by the Texans when they played in Week 4. Houston's defense allowing a league-best 16 points per game. Titans scoring an NFL low 14 points per game. Sounds like you're getting another Davis Mills game.
No. You're definitely getting another Davis Mills game.
Wow. That's why this number is 5.5 now.
Sounds like sorry.
Well, I'm not trying to be a jerk. You say, like, there's a good chance. No. Definitively. Stroud is out for this game.
Sounds like there was a good chance.
Well, he's still in concussion protocol.
I read on the scroll last night. He's out.
Sounds like Dave wants to dabble.
Dave read last night, okay? Dave read.
He definitely did.
As I always do, I put in the extra work for the show. Stroud will not play.
All right.
Davis Mills will play.
Tell us about this game.
The pillar of Rothenberg, the preparation, the dedication.
I don't like the fact that this number is plummeting down. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh.
I don't like that at all. That gives me a little bit of pause. Houston's coming off. That's a magnificent win last week. I mean, they noticed, they found something, a flaw in the Jacksonville defense, and Davis Mills was playing at a very high level. Tennessee coming off a bye. Tennessee's an awful team. Tennessee should be winless right now. I know the game's in Tennessee, but how is the number only 5.5? Feels like it should be larger than that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're going Tennessee off a bye. You don't maybe trust Davis Mills. The only way, I mean, he really
Mills played well last week.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter. Like, they did nothing until the fourth quarter. Right? Jacksonville should not have lost that football game.
Mm-mm.
Right? I mean, Houston came alive. Their defense is awesome. The other thing is they're 1-3 on the road. I don't know how much that also plays into this, but I mean, I'm with you. Tennessee is
bad.
the worst team in the NFL.
Correct.
Right? So
yep. I mean, they've already fired their coach. The quarterback, and I'm not saying he won't be good. He's not good now. They're just not a good football team at all. You're right. I think definitively they are the worst team in football right now.
Listen, you're a big injury report guy. What do you know about Jeffrey Simmons?
I tell you what I know, and when I don't know it, I don't step into that area. I'm uncertain whether Jeffrey Simmons will go this week.
Well, he was a limited participant in practice yesterday. So
but I do know C.J. Stroud is out.
He hasn't played since Week 7. Listen, you want to take the Texans. Well, now you're nervous, so we'll see what you do at 9:30.
Stay out of my brain.
I believe me, I will. Panthers are 5-5. They're in Atlanta to play the 3-6 Falcons. Carolina already beat the Falcons 30-0 this year.
Smashed them.
Yeah, Bryce Young's 5-4 as a starter this year, so that's 1 win shy with his 5 wins this year of matching his entire win total from the previous 2 seasons combined when he had 6. Falcons favored by 3.5. We don't have to spend a ton of time here.
Yeah, listen, Atlanta has played close in every game. Now they've traveled from the other side of the world to come back and play this game. Carolina had what a brutal loss that was last week. So I don't get a great feel for this one, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I have no idea.
I got to think at some point they've lost 4 straight. Doesn't sound like Michael Penix has many friends in the quarterback room and everything else, or coaches that care about him.
Michael Penix.
Like, they're going to have to figure this thing out. They should be able to run the ball in this game. Carolina's winning. Bryce Young hasn't been great as they're winning, but I'm with you. I almost want to dabble in this game, but I don't know if I'm fully committed to that after seeing what happened to RJ with Carolina last week.
I give you credit. Yeah, Carolina probably would be the sharp side, but this game
they win in Green Bay and lose at home to New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm out of Survivor.
RJ knows. RJ went all in on that game.
Make it make sense.
I'm out. 4 o'clock slate. Good one. Seahawks visit the Rams in L.A. Might be your game of the week. This matchup puts Seattle's 5th-ranked scoring defense against maybe MVP leader at this point. Not according to the odds, but Matthew Stafford, 25 touchdowns. That leads the NFL. 2 interceptions. JSN leads the NFL. He's already over 1,000 yards on the season. Winner of this game will break the current first-place tie among these 2 teams in the NFC West. Rams by 3.5.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say this is, I guess Kansas City and Denver is also a great game. This, to me, is the marquee matchup of the week. And, both teams are playing so well, right? The Rams and their offense, and it looks like Devontae Adams will play, if you want the injury report on that. Seattle, like I said a couple weeks ago, they look like the best team in football. They're not beating teams. They're dismantling teams. They're both well coached. Both offenses are good. Both quarterbacks are good. This is, we talk about like Carolina, Atlanta, like, that's a slog of a game. This is a great, great football game. I can't wait to watch this one.
Yeah, I would say this is probably, it's got to be up there. It's this and then the Detroit Eagles as the games of the week.
Yep.
And then what makes this even more special is it's division, right? You got Cooper Kupp going back to L.A., how that whole thing ended. I'm sure they'll give him a tribute and everything else. RJ, what is the Devontae Adams? He practiced?
It looks like he's going to play.
It sounds like
he practiced. He was limited.
He was limited, but I think he told one of the people that cover the team out there that he's going to go.
You don't believe my injury reports? I just said he's going to play, and then you're like, RJ, is he going to play?
We've learned not to doubt your injury report.
Well, no, I just wanted to
when you have the info anyway.
CJ Stroud will play.
If I get both of you saying it together, then I feel real confident about it.
Okay.
CJ Stroud will play.
CJ Stroud is not playing.
There you go. There's your update. You didn't catch me the first time. You're just going to let me go crazy over here.
Yep.
Well, you need to be kept in check.
Well, listen,
you're a loose cannon.
The first time somebody might have heard that.
Look, I'm reading a headline right now. Houston Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud ruled out with a concussion.
Oh, okay.
Out.
I was waiting for you to
ESPN, Texans quarterback Stroud to miss 2nd straight game. Definitive. Not, it sounds like Davis Mills. No, Davis Mills is your starting quarterback.
You love Davis Mills.
The man gave me a win.
Niners and Cardinals, welcome back Brock Purdy. Sounds like Ricky Pearsall going to be back for this as well. Problem for the Niners hasn't necessarily been the points being scored. They're last in the NFL in pressure rate since Nick Bosa got hurt. That has not been made better by Fred Warner going down. The Cardinals had 8 players, though, including 6 starters, not practice yesterday because of injuries. Niners favored by 2.5 on the road.
Yeah. I don't know how you couldn't like the Niners in this game. They're getting healthier. Their defense is not very good, and therein lies the problem. It's not even their own fault. It's the fact that they're so banged up. And, last week, and I think this is an anomaly, the Cardinals were run out of Seattle. But they've played really good football for the most part this season. So you kind of, at first blush, you're like, I like the Niners. But I don't know how confident I would be in that pick. So you guys are going to jump on the Niners, and now I will probably root for the Cardinals.
See, why would you do that, though?
Because I know that's what you're going to do.
No, how dare you?
What do you mean?
I mean, you don't need to actively root against us. How about me?
Did you root for me last night?
You're playing my team, though.
Okay. But were you focused on the spread?
No, not really.
Uh-huh. Okay. You danced last week.
Listen, I learned from my mistakes. Me and you, at the very least, should be rooting for each other after what these two animals have done over the last 2 weeks, okay?
Yeah, they're in cahoots is what they're doing.
Yeah, right. Five straight picks.
They got a Ponzi scheme going on over there.
Yep, we sure do. Chiefs and Broncos, Kansas City off the bye. Maybe a little concern here over Chris Jones. Let me tell you some numbers. He has 2 sacks this year. He has a pressure percentage of 9%. And if you're wondering where that ranks at his position, 43rd among people in his position in the league. Broncos defense has 46 sacks. That's 14 more than any other team. Sounds like R.J. Harvey going to see a lot more work. J.K. Dobbins going to miss time because of a left foot injury for the Broncos, who are 5-0 outright at home this season, which is where this game is. Kansas City, though, favored by 3.5.
So last we saw Denver, they were barely beating the Raiders. They barely beat the Giants and got good fortune with that. It feels like Kansas City is playing better football, but still somehow only sits here at 5-4. Is it fair to say if Denver wins this game, Kansas City cannot win this division? This game is huge for both teams. It's probably bigger for the Chiefs. They're motivated. I would think the Chiefs will find a way to win this game, but yeah. This is a good game. I'm excited to watch this one, actually.
I think there's a chance, RJ.
Uh-huh.
Dave takes the Chiefs this
I
week.
think you're right.
I think there's
and by
a
the way,
chance.
I sit here and I tell you that Caleb Williams stinks. Bo Nix stinks right there. They're stinking partners is what they are.
Everybody stinks. Ravens and Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson not at full strength because of knee soreness. He's going to play in this game. Myles Garrett. The last 9 times he has played the Baltimore Ravens, he has 8.5 sacks and 14 quarterback hits.
Wow.
Browns are 3-2 against the Ravens under Kevin Stefanski at home, which is where this game ends. By the way, Browns fans don't like Kevin Stefanski anymore.
Good, let him go.
Ravens 4-5 and charging for that top spot in the North. Got to have it this week against the Browns. They are favored by 7.5.
That started at 9.5. It's down to 7.5. Now, tell me, is this crazy, Rick? I don't know why. I'm leery about this game. Like, I mean, you just saw Cleveland play your team. They're terrible. Dillon Gabriel is awful. For some reason, they really get up to play the Ravens. And then the report that I've seen also is that Lamar Jackson, the knee is not right, and he doesn't look like he's 100% yet. So I guess Baltimore will win, but I don't feel great about this game for the Ravens.
Baltimore has to win.
They have to win. Will they win?
They're 4-5. They've won 3 straight. Their defense has looked
much better,
1,000 times better than it's looked. Like that
so you
was
don't have the same concern with the Ravens this week.
No, listen, I understand that when you talk about divisional matchups, these teams both know each other well. RJ gave you the Myles Garrett stats, like he's able to wreck a game. But how is Dillon Gabriel? You just watched him.
He's terrible.
Like I read a tweet this. No, I read a tweet this morning. No joke. The tweet was, if we compiled like the 50 worst throws in the NFL this season, he'd probably have like 20 of them.
I think I saw this. I'm not 100% sure that he was up for Rookie of the Week last week.
How?
After that game against the Jets.
Oh.
I got to look this up. I'm confident I saw that.
You look it up. I'll tell you about
what did the rest of the rookies do?
I'll tell you about Sunday Night
Football. No other rookie played in the NFL.
So since Dan Campbell arrived in Detroit in 2021, the Eagles are the only NFC team the Lions have not beaten. They're 0-2 under Campbell against Philadelphia. So Eagles get back Jalen Phillips by trade, and they get Nolan Smith back from injury.
And Phillips was great last week for them.
He was. Philadelphia's defensive line dominated Green Bay. They had 21 pressures, 8 quarterback hits, 3 sacks. Eagles only have 4 turnovers on offense this season. That's the fewest in the NFL. They do have 1 unhappy receiver in A.J. Brown. Hasn't mattered a ton, perhaps until now. Philly favored by 2.5 at home.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles just find ways to win, and it feels like there's certainly some uncertainty with A.J. Brown, but they're well coached. They're a good football team. They haven't run the ball that effectively this year. I think their defense is kind of what's carrying them right now, because I watched Jalen Hurts on Monday night, and I was not impressed with him yet again. But Detroit's defense is not great, and you think this might be kind of a get-right game for the Eagles. So this is a great Monday Night Football game for us to watch.
You know what the beauty, I think, of this week in particular is? Is that we spend, it feels like every week, going back and forth, who's the best in the AFC, who's the best in the NFC. Having Seattle play the Rams and then Detroit play the Eagles will, I think, kind of clear that up a little bit. Right? Like, I mean, we got how well Seattle's playing right now. They're undefeated on the road going into L.A. The way Stafford's playing, I I think as far as like most well-rounded teams, I think the Rams are probably at the top of that list, but you got to give the Eagles credit because they just find ways.
They win, and you have
Right,
to give them
so-
credit for that. I agree. I mean, the Rams should have beat them. I think the Packers maybe should have beat them, but they win the game, so good on them. By the way, I have confirmation. Dylan Gabriel was, in fact, up for Rookie of the Week this past week.
How is that possible?
Stud.
Yeah,
Stud.
because of the game he put forth. It was really good.
That was Sunday Night Football. This is Monday Night Football on ESPN ABC. Dallas 3-5-1. Raiders are 2-7. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens should absolutely eat against a Raiders secondary that has given up the.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Why'd you say it like that?
Do I sense a Cowboys pick coming?
Why'd you say it like that?
They should.
He's taking the Cowboys.
I mean, the Raiders.
Oh, boy. Well, okay, let's get out in front of this in case
You're taking the Cowboys too.
In case you flip out later. Just
No.
No.
I will.
No. John, get someone. There's no way you guys are going to take the same games again this week.
I like to mess with you. I'm not taking the Cowboys.
Okay. You know what? Good job by you.
That was close.
I can't speak for RJ.
Let's get out in front of this.
I can't speak for RJ, but just try and stop me from picking the game I need to pick. Try and stop me.
You've had no influence on either of us. I'm just
You've
not
been
taking
nasty
the Cowboys.
this week, Raymond.
Cowboys favorite by 3.5 in a game. Who knows? Maybe I will take now.
This should be a great one. I mean, Cowboys, Raiders, nothing. It says old-time classic football. Cowboys, Raiders. The problem is both teams stink. Raiders are really, really bad. Cowboys just kind of stink because their defense is so bad. But their offense is at a very high level. This should be a high-scoring game.
Maybe I'd feel better if I took them at 13.5.
Oh. Wow.
RJ.
Yeah.
If you cared about the show,
I would
the
take
way
the
I think
Cowboys.
Yes.
Rick, you know what the problem with you is? You'd stand back and you would allow it.
Of course.
If you want to see Dave stick that microphone in his mouth again,
I will be
you
so
take the
angry. I
Cowboys.
swear, if you guys have one game that you agree on this week, I'm going to go crazy.
One?
How about two? How about two?
I mean, I don't know.
I stopped there.
I don't know what Ray has planned, but
Why not? How about when we do the pick segment, you guys form a team? What were those? You're like the Wonder Twins.
Oh. They can't.
Where's your monkey Gleek?
I don't even know what that means, but that's the league, and we've gone around it.
Oh, no.
That's
Dave
great.
is unhinged.
Yeah.
I'm not unhinged.
You are absolutely
No,
unhinged.
the fact that you guys, you're all week. Well, what do you think about this game? Oh, I like that game. What do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Where's your monkey Gleek?
Stick around for the pick segment because it may get explosive.
I'm not. If there's one game that you guys agree on,
That seems unfair.
One.
That seems unfair. See, I don't. See, here's the thing, though. We can't answer because God's honest truth. We don't know each other's games.
Right, sure. Yeah. I'll play your game. Wink, wink. Yeah. Let me close both my eyes. If you guys pick the same games.
What am I supposed to do with that?
You know what? We got to go to break. We have a frenzy next. 1-800-919-3776.
We have
your questions on YouTube. I'm talking. Your questions on YouTube. Your questions on Twitter at Rothenberg ESPN. On the phones, 800-919-3776. I'm not kidding. There's been no cheating with the two of you. DNR with you. Frenzy next. ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Michael K. talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, get Black Friday deals throughout the store. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you can trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads today. Here is our dear friend, the great Susie Cerrone.
Good morning. An accident just in on the Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn bound blocking a lane. Alternate side meters in effect. Worst way into the city is the George. 45 upstairs, 25 downstairs. Crash on the Van Wyck Northman at the Belt. 2 right lanes are out. Avoid the Turnpike truck lane south and at 8A right lane out with a tractor-trailer accident. Definitely stick with the car lanes. Crash in Wyckoff 208 south and at Grandview Avenue. That is blocking the right lane. And this report is sponsored by Unbound.org. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor. Reach out and change her world. It'll change your own. More at Unbound.org. I'm Susie Cerrone on 880 ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel this November, it's your chance to gobble up the green and feast on your share of $55,000 cash. Earn entries all month long and join us on Friday, November 28th from 4 to 6 p.m. 2 winners will be drawn every hour to win up to $10,000 cash. Then at 7 p.m., one lucky winner will take home a grand prize of $20,000 cash at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower and did an incredible job. They offer custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit, and it's done in just one day. It's durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and a lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the entire year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
Join Optimum and MSG Networks November 15th from noon to 2 p.m. at the new Gateway store for a grand opening celebration. Meet Knicks alum Larry Johnson. Plus, enjoy a family-filled day with balloon animals, face painting, and a Chick-fil-A lunch on us.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
All right, here we go. Football frenzy on a football Friday. 800-919-3776. You want to get involved in the Twitter game at Rothenberg ESPN on YouTube. Just go to our YouTube show. And in the group chat, throw out a question, and Raymond will monitor that, so he'll bring that to the table. Rick, away we go. Let's start out with Edgar in Bloomingdale. Edgar, you're on the frenzy.
Jameis Winston, Cuddle trash. 300 yards passing, 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns.
I'm gonna trash the 300 yards, just because I don't think they have the weapons to get to 300.
No, against that defense, no.
No.
You can say what you want about the Packers. It hadn't been their defense.
No, their defense has been really good. I'm going to trash the 300 yards. I'm going to cuddle the 3 touchdowns. I'm going to marry the 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I'd answer it the same way.
Jeff in Howard Beach. Jeff, you're on the frenzy.
Not if, but when Miami gets to 8-7, will they still have a legitimate chance at a playoff spot? Thanks, guys.
I don't even know how to answer that question. Miami's not getting 8-7. Miami's not a good football team. They're not winning 5 games in a row.
I give them credit, though, for fighting the way that they're fighting.
I agree with that. I think it was Bart yesterday that was sitting on these airwaves saying that Mike McDaniel's going to be back next season.
All right, so let's just say they win.
God, you want to play the game? Who do they have? Washington's 4-7, then what?
4-7, they got a bye. Then they got the Saints at home.
5 and 7.
At the Jets.
All right, 6 and 7.
At the Steelers.
That's not a slam dunk by any stretch.
No. Bengals at home.
Burrow will be back by then, by the way.
Tampa.
Yeah, they're not a playoff team.
At New England.
Mike in Ossining. Mike, you're on the frenzy.
Of the 3,000 entries in the New York Survivor pool, the ESPN pool, I am one of 130 people left, guys. I need help. Am I taking the Packers this week, or am I taking Houston, or the last one I have is the Ravens? What of those three do you feel good about?
Well, you have the Ravens, right? And I would think that you'd want to save the Ravens till next week. Just my thought. Save the Ravens. Let me kind of spitball conversation here. The Ravens play the Jets next week. They're going to beat the Jets next week. So if you can get by this week, then you have next week, which you'd feel good about as well. Would you? I mean, you tell me. Would you Texans, Packers? Would you throw the Steelers in the mix there? I don't know. I don't feel great about any of these games.
Well, I think it depends, like what you were just saying. Like, when's the next time that you would potentially take that team? So if he still has the Packers left, Packers after the Giants go Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago, Denver.
So you're not going to take them in any of those games,
right? I mean, Houston. I mean, I got to imagine Houston's going to win. You don't love it,
Houston wins. So if Houston wins, who cares how they win? Houston wins, then take Houston.
Right. I mean, you got Davis Mills following this game. They got Buffalo, Indy, Kansas City. So you're not going to take them in those next 3 weeks.
No. And this is they lose this game and their season is then officially done. And he's a good coach, and their defense is really good. So
yeah, and this gets them
Houston.
to 500. This gets them to 5-5 if they win.
Right. Let's go, Patty Schenectady. Patty, frenzy, go.
What team has a better chance to slay their perennial dragon? The Rams beating the Eagles or the Bills taking down the Chiefs in the playoffs?
Rams.
Yeah, I think the Rams are better than the Eagles, actually, and should have beaten them this year and should have beaten them last year.
Yeah, what they did in the snow last year, outside of the last missed assignment that ends up costing them that game. Yeah, I mean, there was no reason to believe that. I mean, if they win that, they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Right. Maybe they're the Super Bowl champions right now. Rob Stinchfield tweets in, does Shane Bowen make it to the end of the year as the DC, or will they allow Kafka to fire him?
He makes it. If he made it this far, he's going to make it to the end of the year.
You just heard Jordan, and it makes good sense. Yeah, you fire him, but you don't have anybody that's remotely better than him.
No, but I think that's, I mean, I think to the other side of this is why they felt good about firing Dable now. If Kafka's has a real opportunity to get this job, wouldn't you want to see him?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what they're doing with the head coach, right?
That's what I mean.
Right, but I'm saying if you're doing it with the head coach, if there was a better defensive mind, wouldn't you want to see that too?
Yeah, right, but there's clearly not.
Right, absolutely. Serge Vival, are the Patriots the best team in football? No, I don't think they are.
No, I don't think they're the best team in football, but I think they may end up as the...
They might be the one seed in the AFC, but they're not the AFC. I mean, you tell me, Chiefs, Patriots in Foxborough, you taking the Patriots to win?
No, I'd probably still take the Chiefs.
Okay. Raymond, you said you have one?
Oh, sure. Multiple people have asked this one, actually. What record would Kafka need for you to be okay with him coming back as head coach?
I actually hate, like, if he goes 5-2, now he's back, but if he goes 4-3, now he's back. Like, firstly, I think how it looks matters a lot. And I want to factor in how the defense looks, and I want to factor in how kind of the overall feel of the team is, and then the record. Like, you can't go 1-6 and be back, but I mean, if things look improved and they go 4-3 or they go 5-2, I think that's a conversation you can have.
Right, but I don't think that Brian Dable got fired necessarily because of wins and losses. I think he got fired attitude stuff, clearly, and how you lost. It wasn't like, I mean, no one was really blaming him for the Saints loss because that was, I mean, Jackson Dart threw.
Well, they turned it over 5 consecutive possessions.
Right, fumbled, Scatterboo fumbled, so that's like rookie mistakes. You got to live with those things. But the other ones, he got blamed for, on top of the fact that people didn't feel like he was doing a good enough job protecting the quarterback.
Giants lead 21-3 in the fourth quarter on Sunday, and they lose the football game. That will crush Mike Kafka.
Yeah,
you can't.
I mean,
the
people want Kafka fired the following day.
Vic Rude says, if the Packers lose Sunday, is their season over? You lose.
Packers lose Sunday.
That'd be a terrible loss for them.
Wow.
But
will their season be over? Yeah, I don't love their chances. I mean, they'd be 5-4-1. They still got Minnesota twice. They got Detroit at Detroit. They got Baltimore.
And remember, Detroit humbled them in the opening game, so Detroit's going to get some payback
They're
for
at
that.
Denver.
Once
they get past the Giants, they got Minnesota at home, at Detroit, Bears at home, at Denver. Then they got Bears again in Chicago, and they finish Ravens at home and then at Minnesota.
I guess the question is, the NFC East is not getting 2 teams. The NFC South is, I mean, unless something really weird happens.
Well, I think it's probably going to depend on what happens in those 2 Bear games.
Right. The Bears are right there on the cusp, even though I think the quarterback is not very good whatsoever. All right, let's continue along. Let's go to Corey in Greenwich. Corey, you're on the Frenzy.
Do you agree with Dan Orlowski, his top 5 quarterbacks since 2020 draft? He picked Drake May and Hurts, then Daniels, and then Herbert, and then his last one, the 5th one, is Stroud.
Yeah, so it's not whatever name you said. It's Dan Orlowski. And thanks for the call, Corey. And his take was that of any of the quarterbacks taken since, maybe it's 2020, he would take Drake May number 1 over Justin Herbert, over Jaden Daniels, over C.J. Stroud. Stroud, I would understand. I don't love that take. I don't think Drake May would be my number 1 choice there.
Who would you take?
I would take, and he had Jalen Hurts too.
Yeah, but who do you think's more talented, Drake May or Jalen Hurts?
I think Drake May's more talented. I think he's probably a better quarterback.
Yeah, the problem is that Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls.
I don't love Jalen Hurts. The guy's a winner.
Right.
The guy's an absolute winner. I would take Herbert and Daniels over Drake May. Mina went crazy on him.
I don't think the injury. Listen, I don't think the injury stuff is doing Jaden Daniels any favors right now. But I mean, he did get to an NFC Championship game last year. He probably had the greatest season ever for a rookie quarterback. So, I mean, you do have that. But hey, listen. I mean, you may disagree with Dan's point, but for Dan to go out and say something like that, he does say crazy things sometimes. I would imagine he's putting the appropriate amount of work to get to that conclusion.
It's not about the work. I'm just saying, I don't agree. I'm not crushing him. Mina went crazy. She crushed him. She said it was a ridiculous.
Well, I think I got to see too. I mean, I got to see what Drake May looks like as we get into the postseason, also. Right? Because
he's
Sam
never
Darnold
played the big game.
Right. Sam Darnold had an awesome season last year, and all we talk about is how bad he was in the last 2. So that's they're 9-2 right now. He's playing great. Team's playing great. That's awesome. But I mean, let's. I think we got to give it a little time here.
Let's close it out with John in L.A. John, you're on the Frenzy.
If you're the Falcons owner, will you be ticked off after what your quarterback said, that he gets no support or no coach, no help from the coach?
How could you not be upset?
Yeah, I don't know how that's even possible. For the quarterback to feel like he's on an obviously
island?
Feels a way to say something like that.
Yeah, it's a really, really rough look. All right, shut this one down, Raymond. That was nice. That was well done. That was really nice. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls as well on non-frenzy NFL, 800-919-3776. Giants-Packers, not a big game, but a game near. I think there's some interest to watch the Giants and what they look like and what they look like with the new quarterback as well. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Fight fans, it's time for UFC 322. The action starts Saturday at the Rutherford with Team ESPN and Bud Light. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right bar to watch the fight, the Rutherford is your destination. The party kicks off at 6 p.m. and Team ESPN will be giving away plenty of ESPN and Bud Light prizes. Join fellow UFC fans Saturday at West 33rd Street. Cheer on your favorite fighters, enjoy Bud Light draft and bucket specials all night, and cool giveaways at the Rutherford.
The
Best stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HasToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, now DNR with you, ESPN New York. Rick, Raymond's energy level is dwindling. We need to buoy him back because he does plays of the week at 9:45.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's use the next, what do we got, 55 minutes?
Right.
For Raymond to kind of just relax.
So we don't want to call on Ray? We want to
No. That's the worst thing you can do.
So
is try to have me relax.
If we keep you
Yes. You gotta keep me
engaged, then there's a chance that you're good at 9:45.
You have to keep me engaged for the next hour. If I am not engaged, you got a problem.
Can I offer you caffeine?
What do you think I've been doing for the past 3 hours?
Would you like me to make you an egg white omelet?
Sounds nice, actually.
He's been complaining. You hear this animal, by the way? I bring him a buttered roll now every day. And the last 2 days, Rick, he's like, these rolls are not very good.
I got to tell you, the rolls the last 2 days have been – there's a standard, and they've not met the standard.
But it's not my fault. Like what?
You got to change the supplier.
So you want me to go to a different place for your roll?
Listen, the roll's not necessary. I appreciate you doing so.
I want sustenance. I want for you to have sustenance, and I don't want you to be hungry
It's helpful
during the show.
in that regard. I just, you want me to be honest with you, right?
I mean, listen.
The rolls were subpar the last 2 days.
I'm going out of my way to buy you a roll every single day. Roll. You want butter? No. You want butter? Yes. Roll. You want bacon? Egg, cheese, you name it.
You don't ask these things.
This is not very good.
Aaron Glenn is a defensive-minded coach, but who do we blame for Justin Fields struggling? Aaron Glenn, just like you with the roll. You're the one passing along the road.
You know, it's Veneer. He's the one giving these.
Is that his actual name?
Yes.
Are we going to call him
Are
out
we sure
now?
about that? Are we
This
sure
is what
about
we're
that?
gonna do.
Of course.
This is not a Mateen situation?
No, his name is Veneer.
You'd be great at a podium.
We're just pointing fingers everywhere.
Coach Glenn, what do you think about Justin? I don't know. He stinks. Ask him.
No, I don't even blame Veneer.
You just did.
No, I don't blame Veneer. I think it's Raymond.
That's
I think
rich.
you're getting a free buttered roll every single day. You show up. I mean, even before you show up Sundays, there's just a drop off of a buttered roll, and you have the audacity to be like, "That's not a very good roll."
It wasn't a good roll.
Coach,
do you want me to lie to you?
Coach,
I got to snot spit in that thing next week.
Coach, what went wrong? Who do you think underperformed? But it's funny you asked. I made a list here. I have Raymond. I have Veneer. I have Rick. I have RJ.
Let me move my movie list. Up here it is. List of blame. This guy stinks. This guy stinks.
It goes around.
You just made the list. You want percentages also, or just ranking?
This guy also stinks.
It's amazing that I am the person that receives the blame when he is getting a free roll and is scoffing at said roll.
How dare you?
Yeah, right. But I mean, in fairness to Raymond, I don't care if it's free or you paid for it. If the roll's not very good, I mean, it's not very good.
Do you want me to lie to you?
Well, can I interest you? Would you like some hard-boiled eggs next week, Ray?
Bet you
Veneer makes a great hard-boiled egg.
I bet you bring Jackson Dart a scrumptious, delicious roll. Not
what
bake
it himself.
I'll tell you what, Ray. You start dominating at quarterback for the Giants and playing it at a very high level, and I will go to a different place and I'll buy you Schoen.
I'm actually your friend. Jackson Dart has no idea who you are.
Well,
But you're inserting him into
he is.
You're inserting him into CMT conversations that he's not a part of.
Why don't we do this? Okay, because I don't like to see when you guys fight. Why don't we do this? Why don't next time we see Veneer, we ask him, "What's your specialty?"
What do you make? Because you know what? I see the bacon in it. It doesn't look like it's crispy, and I don't want to do that to Raymond.
So ask. Just say, "What do you do best?"
Raymond, I'm gonna bring you a muffin next week.
A muffin's nice.
You know what I'm gonna do, right? This is what I'm gonna do before we get to a call or two. Every day I go to Veneer, I'm gonna get a different little treat, and then when you say that's the one I'm gonna get you.
I don't need treats. A roll is fine. I just want a decent, not.
Well, what
burned,
am I supposed to do?
Not
hey,
burned
Veneer,
roll.
Don't give me the rolls that suck.
Yes, that's exactly
That's
what
you want me to do.
say. That's exactly what I'd like you to say to him, actually.
Hey, Veneer, before you put that roll in the bag, does it stink? Because my high maintenance producer, he doesn't.
The idea that
appreciate
you're
your
just
rolls.
getting a roll by choice is so depressing to me, though.
He loves the roll.
I don't need a lot. I don't require
but why
much.
can we? I mean, put eggs on it.
You know what? You know what? Don't bring me anything. Just
No.
don't bring me a thing.
What if we replace the butter with some nice eggs? A couple nice eggs on there.
How about a little bit of cheese on there too?
Egg and cheese, no bacon.
Egg and cheese. I don't love the look of the bacon. A nice egg and cheese on a roll.
Who says no? And it's free.
Raymond,
you don't need to do that. It's not necessary.
There's no helping him today.
See, he's a pain in the ass. He's right. He might not make it till 10 o'clock. Jeff in East Windsor. Jeff, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. What's going on, Jeff?
Well, first of all, I want to say I love the show. Listen to you every morning, but I am going to go off on a tangent here. I am furious, and I will give a year of my salary if you could get me a press pass to talk to Aaron Glenn. I want to know how you justify trotting out Justin Fields in the second half of that game. Now, I understand this one play that I'm going to talk about is not indicative of winning or losing, but I can name you 37 quarterbacks, including backups, one of which you have on your own team in Tyrod Taylor. If you lead Mitchell down there was one play on the right sideline.
Yep.
If you lead Mitchell, it was either a blown coverage or a soft zone. If you lead him like any professional quarterback can do, he takes it to the house, and you still trot him out there. I want no BS from Aaron Glenn. I want to know how you justify playing Justin Fields. It is ridiculous. He underthrew Mitchell down the right sideline. If you lead him, he takes it to the house. It doesn't mean you win or lose the game, but give me a break. Enough is enough. Why are they justifying playing him? Why? Why? I want to know an answer to this. I know you guys might not have the answer, but how is this possible? This is ridiculous.
Ask Rich.
I love this team. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that question.
It's not good.
As far as Aaron Glenn was concerned, we got the sound there. You can play it. He actually thought that Justin Fields did some things really well last night.
Well, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get more into the Jets and the loss, which I didn't think was an awful performance last night, but the quarterback, it's a definite problem. The Giants and the Jets will do that to lead off the 9 o'clock hour. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Michael Kay talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, get Black Friday deals throughout the store. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you could trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
At the 5-yard line, handoff, Breece Hall finds a crease, runs left, he's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, clear the runway and be at MetLife Stadium for Week 13 as your New York Jets take on the Atlanta Falcons. Sunday, November 30th at 1 p.m., presented by New Jersey Lottery. Join us as we celebrate First Responders Day. Don't miss your chance to be at the game. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Harry Douglas here. Look, being a man doesn't mean skipping self-care. Manscaped makes it easy to feel confident, clean, and ready for anything. Whether you're at work, hitting the gym, traveling for business, or heading for a night out. The Lawnmower Trimmer gives you precision, the Beard Hedger keeps your look tight, and their grooming essentials smell incredible. Manscaped's tools are built to perform, helping you stay sharp, smooth, and feeling your best every single day. Because real confidence starts with a clean cut and the right gear. Get all the Manscaped products you need right now at your local Target.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Dropped by Fields, and now it looks like New England has recovered.
I don't think they're giving themselves a legitimate chance to win football games with Justin Fields as their quarterback.
We're all accountable for that. Coaches, make sure we put our guys in the right position. Justin, make sure we get the ball to some other guys.
They're still a young, disciplined team.
Details and discipline. That was a box that we didn't check.
A lot of miscommunication out there. Guys not on the same page.
I, as a fan now, think we should lose.
And I don't think that's wrong.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Why? How is this possible?
Ask Rich.
Ask Rich.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, DNR with you. Big 9 o'clock hour. This hour is going to have everything. It's going to have Raymond's Plays of the Week at about 9:47, in that range. It's going to have our picks. I'm already 0-1. I had that's a tough loss last night. New England minus 13.5. And New England won by 13. By the way, did you see what the spread was at kickoff time?
What was it, 12.5?
12.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it went up for like that little bit of time for me to jump on it, and then it changed by the time the game kicked off. But
I keep telling you, man. I keep telling you, we should be able to take the spreads when we like them the most.
No, you take the spread at the appropriate times. And if that means that I lose the game, then it means that I lose the game.
I think Don,
those guys who take the same games 3 times lose all their games, then it means they lose their games.
I actually think Don took the Jets yesterday with his 3-point play.
13.5?
I think it was a 13.5 when he took it.
Well,
yeah.
good for him. Well, that's a win for Don.
Three.
The problem with them, though, is they pick spreads. Whatever site they use, the spread locks in, and that's the spread.
What does that mean, the spread locks in?
Like, if we're doing, we're from the midst of a show, right, before we make our picks, and the number goes from 6.5 to 7.
Oh, they're already, like, it can't change?
The number doesn't change.
No, we change it up to the final minute.
I'm Mr. Joe Football.
I texted Anthony because they had some weird numbers. Like, that's not the number. He's like, well, no, the site we use, the number stays at the number.
All right, well, good for them. So Jets last night, they lose again. I thought they competed. I thought they played pretty hard. They don't have the horses that New England has. They don't have the quarterback that New England has. The thing that I said that bothers me, that continues to bother me, is these dumb mistakes, right? It's the 12 men on the field. It's the personal foul. It's not touching a guy when he's on the ground and letting him get up and get another 10 yards. But I thought for what was kind of a tumultuous week for the Jets, they competed and gave you effort, which is something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's something. I think, and we said this to you, and I think we both agreed on it. The Jets had done a really good job this offseason of
quieting the noise.
Well, not even quieting the noise. Like, there wasn't any real, like, we went from 2 years where it was the second Aaron Rodgers decided his intention was to be a New York Jet. Started looking at the talent, the quarterback. Now, all of a sudden, this is a team that's supposed to win a Super Bowl. Like, to the point where we're having shows where, like, I'm, as a Jets fan, trying to, like, temper the expectations a little bit. Like, year one, relax. It doesn't have to be a Super Bowl. Hopefully we'll get there. That doesn't work out. Aaron Rodgers now comes back for year 2. Okay, now we'll figure it out. They win 5 games. So this offseason, outside of, like you said, keeping it quiet, doing things,
they did a great job.
They did a great job. There weren't really any expectations. So it wasn't supposed to be a playoff team. They weren't supposed to win a lot of games. They weren't supposed to be 0-7. Like, that absolutely wasn't supposed to happen. So I think by the time we kicked off in week 1, we both came to the conclusion that the 2 most important things are, did we hire the right coach, and can Justin Fields be our quarterback moving forward?
All right. Well, you have the answer on the one. Justin Fields cannot be your quarterback moving forward. And as far as the coach is concerned, it's still an incomplete. I don't like what I've seen so far, but it's still very much an incomplete.
Right. So to that point, what you just said about them still competing, I think is important.
It is.
The fact that they still go out there and compete. What I don't like, and I have a hard time believing that a majority of the players inside that locker room is that if we're all about accountability and we're all about putting people on the field to give us the best chance to win, Quincy Williams, he was benched, has done a great job responding to that. How is it that we're going another game where it's only 14-7, and outside of the first drive, which was a good drive, great drive, it couldn't have gone better, you had 9 plays and 21 yards for the rest of the half, and you're still only down 7, and Justin Fields is back out there for the second half again?
Yeah, I don't have the answer. I mean, he's not good.
No.
I mean, he does some things well. Doesn't feel like they use him to the best of his ability. I don't know if we have the sound. I guess it was sound last night where Aaron Glenn said something to the effect of, I don't want him to run that much. I feel, to me, like that's exactly what I want him to do.
I would run him till I couldn't run him anymore.
I'd run him into the ground. Like the opposite of what Jackson Dart, like the only way you have any chance to do anything if you're the Jets is to have success from
somehow
him
you're
the
down.
Football.
Somehow you're only down 14-7 at the end of the half. They end up missing the field goal, and Justin Fields was 4 for 7 for 23 yards. 4 for 7 for 23 yards, and outside of their first possession, they had no first downs. So that doesn't scream to me we're giving ourselves the best chance to win football games. And I know there were drops. A.D. Mitchell, that's one of the good throws that he does have. You got to take advantage of, and he dropped it. And then there was another one across the middle that he dropped. There was the one at the right sideline where he decides he wants to throw it back shoulder or just wasn't capable of leading him down the sideline that doesn't get completed.
It's an awful throw. It's an awful. He's wide open. And this guy's wide open a lot. There was the play that they ran deep down the left sideline. He's wide open, not wide open, but open enough, and it hits him in the hands, and he drops it. There's a ball over the middle that he dropped. Then there's a ball down the right side that we talked
one in the
about,
end zone.
that kind of wheel route play. That it's a terrible throw.
Yeah, it's a terrible throw, but we know that. We all know that. We can all see that. We know he can't throw. We know that his ability to read a defense or decide when he should throw it if a guy's open or not, like he has to see it open. Which that's not how the NFL works. Or like the play we talked about earlier in the show, it's 3rd and 2, and even you heard Herbie's like, you got to run. Like the internal clock in your head's got to tell you that there's nothing open.
He's not
3rd
good.
and 2, run.
We know it. I mean, I think he's a good guy. I feel sad for the situation he's been put in because I think that he's been unfairly criticized at times, and hasn't been given a great surrounding cast. But he's not a good quarterback, and he's not the future quarterback of the Jets. We have definitively learned that. RJ, which is the sound that you said that he talks about? He doesn't want Fields running as much because I want Rick to hear that.
Well, the thing is, we don't want to make a habit of our quarterbacks just continue to run because we can put them in harm's way. But the thing is, the plan was to get the ball, and I wanted to get it first, and I want the offense to get the ball first. And the reason why is when you look at how they operated, they've had 6 times their defense on the field. It was 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals. So I felt like if we get a fast start, that we'd be in a good position.
Yeah, that worked out. That fast start really led to a great first half offensively.
So explain this. First drive, we'll put him in harm's way. But from that point on, we don't want to put him in harm's way?
Oh,
He's
7
a big
should be
quarterback.
Good. Right, 7 should be good. We're fine. As long as we score on that first drive.
It's almost, for the love of God, don't compare it to Jackson Dart.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's almost like he said that in response to what he's hearing coming from the Giants side of this thing. Like the criticism of Brian Daboll. Well, we don't need you to protect Justin Fields the way that Brian Daboll is supposed to protect Jackson Dart.
No, if
Justin Fields is not our future.
You don't want him to get hurt. If he gets hurt, you have a quarterback that's equally as good, if not better.
Right, but Justin Fields is here to help us win games. He is not. It's pretty clear that, now he's not the future of our franchise. Like you're going to have to draft a quarterback or go out and trade for a quarterback.
I mean, the best version of Justin Fields is when he is running the football. They said it last night during the telecast. That's the only time he's really dangerous.
How much football does Kirk Herbstreit watch?
A lot.
Like when he's not doing his dog stuff, I mean, he has to watch a lot of football. He watches college football. He covers NFL football. He said that the best passing play for the New York Jets is when the quarterback runs it. That's what he said. And we're protecting him?
Yeah. Because I didn't hear it this morning. I read about it. I was like, he really said that? And then it's like, what are you talking about?
I didn't even hear that. He had to have said that because of because of what's going on with the Giants.
But the Giants and the Jets are 2 completely separate organizations. Dart and Fields couldn't be more polar opposite.
Right. So
Jackson Dart is the future of the organization.
Well, why else would you say that though?
I don't know.
Have you heard anyone say that we should run Justin Fields less because we need to protect him?
No. I've heard to just do the opposite. Run him. That's the best chance you have to win.
RJ, am I wrong, or does that not feel like why he said that?
I think he might be mid-screening right now.
Right, to try to keep you alive. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not quite. I was editing as well.
Oh, Christ.
Great. So nobody's paying any attention. I agree with you. I was listening to you. I agree with you.
Oh, my God. I'm trying to keep these. We're trying to feed energy and life into that side of the room, and we got nothing.
Well, I wasn't not listening. I was talking to a friend who thinks Justin Fields stinks.
All right, tell me, why would Aaron Glenn say that? Have you heard one Jets fan or person in the NFL say that Aaron Glenn needs to do a better job of protecting Justin Fields?
No.
Right.
I have not heard that.
The only thing we've heard is that going on with Jackson Dart. That has to be the only reason he said that. Oh, I'm a better coach than Brian Daboll. I'm trying to protect my court. No, you're not.
Well, Brian Daboll's gone. You're not going to be
protecting him too much.
You also have job security Brian Daboll didn't have.
You think he's viewing it outside of his own bubble like that?
Where else would he hear that though? Why would he bring that up?
That's a very strange thing.
If
you're making a comment like that based on what's going on with another team in your town that you're not even competing with, that's bizarre.
It feels like he has from the beginning. I mean, we talked about this over the summer because Justin Fields cooked the Lions when he was the DC in Detroit on the ground. It feels like he just has a much higher opinion of Justin Fields than everyone else.
Okay, well, now you have to know. He's not good. He's not good enough to be your quarterback of the future. He's probably not good enough to be your quarterback of the present. You might have a better option out there. Why would you not go in that avenue right now? At least for a game, at least for a half. Let's see what Tyrod Taylor has. You were prepared to go to Tyrod Taylor a couple weeks ago. You were good. I mean, we don't know because you never tell us anything, but it felt like that was going to happen. You were going to go to Tyrod Taylor. And then he got hurt. He had the knee injury, didn't travel. Fine. You stay with Fields, you win. You stay with him again, you win. And now last night, why would you not make the switch at some point? 4 of 7 for 20-something yards? Come on.
Well, now it seemed like the perfect time, right? Like he talked about having this extra time, this little mini bye. But then and then also says that he thought that Justin Fields did a lot of really good things. So who knows? The reason why I said what I just said is because when I asked Jordan, why would you handle the media like that? Jordan said that he was told that this was pre-planned. Like how Aaron Glenn is treating the media right now is not a response to how the media was treating him or something happening. This was the plan all along. So, like, I mean, if you're that, like, if you have a plan in place already for the media, it sounds like you're pretty, like, interested in what the media is doing. No?
I guess.
Why would you bring that up? Seriously. Why would you bring up, we don't want to get in the habit of that because we're trying to protect the quarterback. Not one person has ever said this season that he should run less because it doesn't feel like you're protecting him.
Nope. Let's hear what he thinks about the performance of his quarterback from last night.
There's some good things. There's some really good things. I thought he put some balls out there, and we got to have some guys that make some plays for him, too. Obviously, I know for a fact that he's going to say there's some things that he could have done better. Again, we do have to watch the tape, but I thought there were some good things he did out there.
He did a couple of things well. He did. I mean, that deep ball to A.D. Mitchell, he's got to catch that. That's awful from him.
Right, but, I mean, this is the NFL, man. I need you to make more than a couple good throws.
Of course. He's not a good quarterback.
Right, but we're sitting here I mean, he threw for 116 yards. 23 in the first half.
I mean, you tell me.
He threw for 54 last week.
Third-string quarterback this year. Would you rather have Jameis Winston as your quarterback right now? Yeah. I could probably, I'm not even exaggerating, I could probably list 50 quarterbacks who you'd prefer to have than Justin Fields right now.
Probably, yeah. Justin Fields can't throw the football.
No.
We all recognize that.
Mm-mm.
It is not getting better. It's probably getting worse. On top of the fact that you don't even have your best wide receiver. You keep telling me that you're trying to win games. You not running him and you still playing him are not giving you the best chance to win games. And how, after watching what you did in the first possession, and then the Patriots making adjustments, do we not have an adjustment to that where we can't do anything for the rest of the half? We're in 9 plays for the rest of the half.
Yeah, and the first drive was glorious.
Well, yeah, but I mean, don't we it's just, maybe I'm a dummy, but I would assume going up against a team that's 8-2 with Mike Vrabel as the head coach, that once you show them what you're trying to do and you have success doing it, they're going to adjust to that. So how do we adjust to whatever their adjustment is? Well, I don't know. We couldn't do it.
Right.
We have no adjustment because we didn't get a first down after that.
And the other touchdown they scored, not that it's the Jets' fault.
Mechie was wide open.
A mistake. But the other touchdown you scored is when the defensive back fell down.
Right.
So, Fran in Massapequa. Fran, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, what's up, guys? Love the show, man. You're hitting it right on. I get out of the eye doctor. I get in the car, and I actually am in New York City listening. You got 2 New York teams, Jersey teams, whatever. But you're talking. Rick is saying that the quarterback can't throw the ball, which he's 100% right. I know. I'm a diehard Bears fan. We are quarterback strapped the last 10, 20 years, and we got rid of him. He couldn't cut it there. This is absolutely it's pathetic. It's absolutely there's no excuse for the fans should be livid. You tell me there's nobody, like Dave just said, a backup somewhere. There's no excuse. It's a disgrace to have him out there, and I don't even want to get into why I think the coach is backing this guy. I don't even want to get into that. But the bottom line is this: I'm a Bears fan. We got a stud on the bench, and I know the kid don't want to go nowhere. But if the Jets, which they don't, had any brains, which they don't, okay, they would inquire about the Chicago Bears backup pageant. The kid's going to be.
I don't think you can get him. I don't think they traded him.
You probably can't. You probably
extended him.
I know that, and they love him, and he wants to stay there. I'm just saying. But listen, all right, they couldn't get Steve Young too, but you know what I mean. You got to try because the bottom line is, it's so pathetic. It's on at every level. The coach is clueless. He's got. Rick,
here's the thing, Fran.
After the first drive, he had 27 yards, and the coach was saying there were good things.
We had 20.
This is unacceptable.
We had 21 yards. We had 21 yards.
And as a fan, you got to remember, I'm a fan. Now, I played sports, you know, and I actually been ripped to shreds by one of the guys who hosts one of the shows because I mentioned that, and he thinks I was comparing myself to a professional athlete, which is absolutely ridiculous. But to see it as a guy who caught footballs, as a guy who could throw the football 50 yards, it's despicable, disgraceful. It's unacceptable that they have this guy as quarterback.
Fran, and I can understand now, and thanks for the phone call, why whoever you said that to would go after you. Like, you throwing the ball 50 yards is not comparable to what Justin Fields is trying to do in the NFL.
Well, we had Danny.
I'm sure
earlier
Justin
in the
Fields
show
could throw the ball
he thinks
60
he can
yards.
Make the throws.
Right. Uncle Rico can throw the ball over that mountain, but he couldn't play in the National Football League.
No.
The problem for me is it's not only that he can't throw the football, it's also just watching him every game and how It's just the entirety of how he plays the position. He's got he doesn't know when to pull it and run it. He doesn't throw with anticipation. It doesn't look like he has any idea what the defense is trying to do. I mean, it's just all these things that he doesn't do well. There was no sense. You're down 13 points with 3 minutes left in the game, and the coach has got to tell you, let's pick this up.
I've never seen anything.
You're not a rookie.
It was as if, first of all, it felt like a preseason game in the second quarter. You're like, all right, it's like, I mean, the announcers, Al Michaels is like, can you get moving? Kirk Herbstreit is like, you need to move the football. Aaron Glenn on the sideline is like, let's get moving, let's get going. And he's like a walk in the park. He'll take all the time he wants.
It's unbelievable.
So let me ask you this before we get to stuff you missed. I know you don't know, and you don't know how it's going to play out. In a perfect world for you, and you don't have to name names, but what does the Jets quarterback room look like next year? Not name, but it's like, is Fields there? Is it you draft one and it's Taylor? Like, what do you think?
In a perfect world?
A perfect world.
Listen, I think in a perfect world for the Jets is they address the position this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I want to draft one. I don't look around the NFL. I'm not buying into just pick up the phone and call the Bengals. They'll trade you Joe Burrow, and guess what? Joe Burrow will waive his no trade clause to come to the Jets. That's not happening. Joe Burrow's not going to go from one dumpster fire to another dumpster fire. That's not going to happen.
Totally agree.
So I don't look at the other.
Like a Bryce Young, not
interested.
The needle, right? Yeah.
Not interested. No. So I would like to draft one, but I also recognize that if you're in a rush to do so is usually when you make mistakes. So I think the way I would do it would be probably find a bridge quarterback and then wait till 2027, depending on who comes in, like who's in or who's out of this draft.
That scares me.
I know it is, but I mean, do I want to? I mean,
you don't want to force it.
No, I do. I don't want to force it, and I also recognize, we may not have the opportunity because if the Saints like Mendoza and they have the higher pick, they're going to get Mendoza.
Right.
But I don't know if
I guess the best thing for you is that every quarterback comes out this year. Moore, Simpson, right? That they're all available, and maybe there's more than one that you like. But, I mean, you have the equity to trade up and get the guy, but if you can't trade up and you can't get him, there's something you can do.
Right. I got to think that if the Saints are going to draft another quarterback after
they have to.
Well, yeah, me too. I'm with you. But that they're not going to, they're going to have conviction on doing it. Right? Kellen Moore's not going to be like, well, I like this guy, but if someone offered me...
if you give me 2 ones, no. If you like him, you like him.
Right.
If you like him, you like him. Hey, RJ. RJ.
Hi.
Did we catch you not listening again?
No.
Oh, all right.
They're planning their picks.
That's right.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
Is a strategy going on? When do you guys start the whole procedure? Is it a week-long process, or is it right about now when you start?
We actually have a secret call to get to really get the best of the number. Sunday around midnight, and then we take a short nap and come in studio Monday, and then we get the ball rolling.
Rick, you do 5 of the last 6 games that have been picked between the two of them, they've agreed on.
I know.
That's not coincidental.
I'm just hoping they take another game today.
I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm praying.
I'm just telling you what they should do if they were smart is lay out the 3 games they're each going to take and make sure they're not the same.
Why would we do that?
They don't want to do that. I'm praying that happens.
I will lose my mind. Anyway, I don't even care about the stuff you missed now. I want to get right to the picks. You want to do this segment, RJ?
Yeah,
now.
Sure. Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Oh! Put it in the box!
The you missed.
You're feisty today.
Yeah, because I'm annoyed. Lose a game by half a point. I got collusion with the picks. Like any of it.
I don't think there's collusion.
Make better picks.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. This has been the fight. This has been the feistiest week of Raymond in recorded history.
Yeah, because he's on no sleep. None.
He doesn't care for your rolls either.
They're not my rolls.
Or you, I don't think.
I think you're probably
Only Sherry likes his rolls.
Was waiting for that.
That's so funny.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah. King Botox is funny today.
Oh, boy.
Wrinkle-free Rick.
Speaking of wrinkle-free, did you see Jake's shirt he was wearing yesterday to the office?
No. I saw Jake, but I didn't notice the shirt as being...
It was definitely not a Hager wrinkle-free situation.
Oh, it was a wrinkly shirt?
Oh, my God. It looks like he pulled it out of his pocket and put it on.
Great.
Oh, no. Poor Jake. He did some good work for our Instagram today, our social media. Here he is catching strays. Who also caught a stray was our buddy.
That's Rich.
Well, Rich was right. Garrett Wilson's on IR with a knee injury.
Oh, wow. What a surprise that is.
So, despite all the efforts of...
That's Rich.
Well, if you would ask Rich, he would have told you Garrett Wilson's going to miss at least a month, and that is exactly what's going to happen. So he's out the next 4 games. I mean, you're flirting with why even bring him back if he's coming back week. What would that be now? 15, 16? So, yeah, not great. Lamar Jackson, they had a little injury report hiccup already earlier in the year. If they're straightforward and we're to believe them, it sounds like he's going to be good to go. Was limited in practice throughout the week, but he should be in line to play against the Browns this weekend.
My injury sources tell me the same.
You have sources?
Yeah.
Wow. I like that. Brock Purdy's back. Said he feels really good. He will start for the Niners this week against the Cardinals, barring any kind of setback. And some NFL teams, I don't know which ones, some have led to the league filing a grievance against the NFL Players Association to stop the report cards that come out at the end of each year where the players review their owners, coaches, GMs, teams, facilities, all that fun stuff.
Ambassador Johnson?
I didn't say who. I just said there's some teams.
Well, there's a report of who, so why wouldn't you say who?
You know, thinking is overrated.
Just so we can play more drops. Yeah, the Jets.
Can you tell me about Hassam?
Hassam's busy.
Hassam's driving up 95.
He's got places to be.
So, Hassam, get in your car, drive down 95, and come to the New York Jets.
It's unbelievable. You wonder why we don't win.
He has another guy's name.
I don't wonder that much. NFL is also making efforts to curb, at least slow down, prop bets that you can make on their games. So, taking cues from other leagues, perhaps. Aaron Judge, congratulations. American League MVP once more. He beats out Cal Raleigh. That's his 3rd MVP. Shohei Ohtani repeats in the National League. That is 4 in 5 years, covering 2 teams for Ohtani. 4 MVPs, the most for anyone not named.
Barry Bonds.
That's correct.
And how does he not win again next year? Like if he's healthy all season long, how does he not win it again?
How does he not win all of them forever?
He's a cheat
right until he's not capable of playing at that level. He should win the MVP every year,
and he just may.
He might bet on it.
I am Shohei Ohtani. Jacob deGrom, your AL Comeback Player of the Year. Ronald Acuna Jr. wins the NL Award for the same category. Edwin Diaz selected as the NL Reliever of the Year. Aroldis Chapman picked for the American League honor.
Did you see what Edwin Diaz said his chances of coming back to the Mets are?
50-50.
50-50.
Matt Arnold. He's general manager of the Milwaukee Brewers. He's the first ever repeat winner of Major League Baseball's Executive of the Year award. He took that role after David Stearns left for the Mets. So apparently they had a pretty good brain trust going on there.
You'd hope that this Matt Arnold is not the real brains behind the brain trust, though.
You would hope that. Padres are exploring all options for the future of their team, including a possible sale. I will tell you, Jalen Brunson, that grade 1 right ankle sprain, he will be evaluated daily, according to Shams. But he is out tonight against the Miami Heat. You can hear that game right here, ESPN New York. And that is a pregame coverage situation at 6:30. No Tyler Hero. He hasn't played this year, but he's not back yet. Getting close.
Just to give you guys, so I don't get the text later, I believe this is an Amazon game.
I think you're right.
This is where you can find this game, right?
And no Bam Adebayo either for the Miami Heat.
I'm so sick of, I got to tell you, I don't want to sound like the old guy. I'm so sick of having to try to find games in all the different places.
I would agree.
Yeah, streaming.
How's Michael Jordan doing on his role with NBC?
the one interview?
It's a 3-hour-long interview.
Yeah.
We'll hear over the course of the season.
Chop it up into 55 pieces.
That's right.
Make it sound like Michael Jordan's working the pregame show.
Yep, you'll see plenty more. Men's college hoops last night. Number 2 Purdue beat number 8 Alabama, 87-80. J.G. Pajot scores a shorty in overtime, gives the scorching hot Islanders a 4-3 win against the Golden Knights. So Matthew Schaefer had a golden assist last night. What percentage of Islander goals do you think have been scored with Matthew Schaefer on the ice?
A lot.
44%.
A large percentage of them.
58%.
Wow.
He's 18 years old.
That's crazy.
He's good. Austin,
I think good is probably not a strong enough word.
He's elite.
To describe what he's doing right now.
Kel McCarr vibes. Austin Matthews has a lower body injury of the Leafs. He could miss a week. Major League Soccer are switching their schedule from summer, out of summer, to the fall, running through the winter, to more align with the global schedule. And
Matt Schaefer, sorry to interrupt you, he just turned 18 in September. Like September 5th is his birthday. He just turned 18.
And just to kind of show you a comp, Cooper Flagg is having a real tough time in the NBA at 18 years old.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
It's almost like Cooper Flagg could use Luka.
Maybe.
And Carlos Alcaraz secured his season-ending number 1 ranking with an ATP Finals match victory, so he ends the season on top.
Did you do that for me, or was that something you would ordinarily put in?
Both. I thought it was newsworthy. Okay. I thought you might appreciate it.
The ATP Finals are going on right now. In fact, Sinner is in the midst of taking on Ben Shelton.
Look at that.
Nice little match.
That is nice.
Yeah.
We cover everything here.
I love when he gets into the
We do what we can. We do what we can. All right, now we're going to find out. We're going to find out just how devious these two actually are. It's our NFL picks, and it's next right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is. A warm welcome, and have a great weekend to Susie Cerrone.
Good Friday morning. Alternate side and meters in effect. The heaviest into the city is the George, but that's a lot better. It's 20 at the upper, 10 at the lower. Took a while, but an accident finally cleared off the Van Wyck northbound near the Belt Parkway. An accident being cleared off the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan bound. A stall in New Brunswick, Route 18 northbound at Route 1. That's in the left lane. Avoid the Turnpike truck lane south. And at 8A, a tractor-trailer accident happened at 5:30 this morning. It's still there in the right lane. Stick with the car lanes instead. A little south, but an overturned car in the Parkway northbound at 83 in Toms River. It's in the right lane. There is almost a 7-mile delay. No problems on the thruway. We're sponsored by Unbound.org. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor. Reach out, change her world. It'll change your own. Unbound.org. Susie Cerrone on 880 ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower and did an incredible job. They offer custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit, and it's done in just one day. It's durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and a lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the entire year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
All the way over Barzell. Score!
New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today.
Clinton Yates here. The holidays are upon us, and so are the savings at Total Wine & More. Discover thousands of wines, spirits, and beers like my favorite, IPAs, perfect for every celebration and every budget. From bold reds to sparklers, you'll find the perfect wines to raise a glass this season. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. See TotalWine.com for details. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
And here we are, the time we've all been waiting for. Let's see if the show goes completely off the rails or if there's actually some some respect for one another on this show. We'll find out.
Oh, please. Please.
No, you really want them to be in cahoots again?
Badly. If RJ and Ray love the show and they love entertainment, they'll have at least one game that's the same.
But the only way they could do that, if what they say is true, is by sharing it with each other.
No, I think there's a chance.
Nothing, by the way.
I believe what they're telling us. I don't believe they've been in cahoots because, I mean, it hasn't been a successful strategy. But I'm just praying and hoping that somehow, some way, that at least one of those games is the same game.
Yeah, you really have to ask yourself, like, why would we be doing this just for laughs? Because we're not having success.
I don't. But the odds. I mean, we had it broken down by a
for the story,
professor.
Ray.
The odds of you guys doing this are like infinitesimal. So it doesn't make sense. Anyway,
you gotta live your life for the story.
All that being said, fire it up.
Green 18. NFL picks.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs and lay the net.
Of DNR.
All right, time now for our picks presented by Amazon Pickup. RJ, inform the people.
Well, Dave, you're off to an 0-1 start. You were close. You dabbled with it. There was
couldn't be closer to a win.
Yeah, there was a world where Justin Fields dropped that snap, and you were not going to.
I was like, and there we go.
Yeah,
there he is.
I thought the same thing actually. So I'm not going to fault you, but you do pick up a loss. You are 13-18. Up next, myself, Raymond, 14-16 because everything we do is matching, and then Rick, off a 2-1 week, 15-15. He controls the board.
What a surprise, Rick. They have the same exact record on the season.
I love that. Well, we've all been close. I mean, the three of us had the same record going into last week. And they've just decided to go on this little run where they pick all the same games. All right, so the way I want to do this is let's start with because you've already made one of your picks and everyone looks at you as the superstar of the show. Let's go with you first.
The problem with my picks this week, there's 3 games I love. And I can only take 2 of them now.
Well, but why? See, that's the thing, though. If you had done if we're to believe that the 5 pillars, number 1 for you is effort, wouldn't we think that you would look at the board knowing that you have 3 you love instead of being Mr. Thursday night?
I also loved the Patriots yesterday.
I feel like you talked yourself into that one.
I didn't want to add a little juice into a Thursday night.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. It was juicy.
There's 3 games that I love.
All right, let's
say
go.
The game I'm not going to take, and I do love this game. Seattle plus 3.5 on the road in L.A. I mean, road. I use that phrase lightly. Plus 3.5. Oh, I liked it. But I'm not going to take that. Here's the 2 games I am, in fact.
Would you like to know quickly? Let me give you this quickly because you brought it up. So right now, 78% of the money is on Seattle.
All right, which I don't love to hear that. But I mean, Seattle doesn't lose on the road. They're playing as well as anybody. I mean, Rams are good too, but that to me feels like a field goal game. But I'm not doing it. I just want to consume that game as a fan. I'm going to Minnesota.
Oh, God.
He stinks. And because of said stinking, I'm going the other way. Last time Minnesota was home against a team I thought they were going to lose to, they beat up on Detroit. I don't even know that Williams is much better than McCarthy. And the rest of the team, DJ Moore is banged up. The rest of the team, better. The Lions for Minnesota, better. To save their season, Minnesota has to win this game. And I'll take the Vikings, and I'll lay the 2.5. And then I go out to a mile-high city. $4.25 for the nation to consume. Chiefs have to win. Broncos feels very fortunate. Is their best player on defense playing? No. What does that mean for Xavier Worthy? What does that mean for Rashee Rice? I like it. I like Patrick Mahomes in a spot where he's got to win. Give me the Chiefs. Lay the 3.5. So to recap, because I've already got a loss in the holster, I'll take the Vikings minus 2.5, and I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs minus 3.5.
All right.
Those are wins, by the way.
I like those picks. Listen, I like those picks. I mean, you don't think Bo Nix is good, right? You love the Chiefs. I like that. Let's go with the angriest of the group for this week. Let's go with Raymond Santiago.
I don't think I'm that angry.
Oh, you've had a tough week. Tough week.
Well, all right, if you say so. We'll make this simple. Houston visiting Tennessee. Texans favored by 5.5. Yeah, Tennessee's falling apart. Houston, C.J. Stroud, has it been determined, Dave?
He's out.
So
he's not playing in this game.
He's out. Still, I like Houston to cover that 5.5. Tennessee's just a bad football team. So
Davis Mills, let's go.
Davis Mills, let's go ahead. I'll take the Texans at 5.5.
So, Raymond, on that note, you obviously feel confident for me to take Houston in a survivor, right?
I think we've discussed this, yes.
I'm very stressed about this. All right.
Go ahead. That's what you feel. Sunday Night Football. I know Rick made fun of me last week for going with the Eagles over the Packers. I ended up being right. I ended up being right. And here's what's going to happen. I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah, that's my guy.
On Sunday Night Football. Yeah, Philly's been teetering. They've won a lot of games that they deserve to lose. Let's be honest. This is the week where it finally catches up with them. The Lions will take care of business in Philadelphia. Give me the Lions plus 2.5 in Philly. Monday Night Football. Oh. I teased this one. Yeah, it's not an appealing game record-wise, and Dallas's defense is terrible. I just feel Vegas in general is terrible right now. They're not doing a lot of things well. Dallas's offense can move the ball. They can score. They've got new pieces on defense this week. They got Logan Wilson at linebacker. They got Quinnen Williams. DeMarvion Overshown's back. Savon Ravel is playing corner this week. The defense just has to not be god-awful. It can be bad. Dallas should be able to cover that 3.5. So go ahead and give me the Cowboys at minus 3.5 in Vegas.
Wow, so Raymond.
So that's Houston minus 5.5, Detroit plus 2.5, and Dallas minus 3.5.
I actually like those picks. RJ, all you have to say is ditto. You agree?
Yep, all three.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go next because I think
Are you going to build the suspense?
Yes, the grand finale of RJ making his picks is what we're all waiting for. All right, so I told you that I liked your picks, and I wasn't lying. I don't like the fact that we're both going to take it, but I'm going to stick by my picks. I'm not going to change them up. I'm going to go Vikings minus 2.5. I don't think Caleb Williams stinks like you think he stinks.
Here's the thing. He stinks.
But RJ actually had an interesting stat. Caleb Williams against his own division. I still believe in Brian Flores. Van Ginkel being back has been a big addition for them. I think that Kevin O'Connell is going to find a way to get Justin Jefferson more involved and back to maybe not the best receiver in football, but a better version of himself. So I'll go Vikings minus 2.5. With my second pick, I'm jumping on the RJ Santillo train. Brock Purdy's back. Ricky Pearsall's back. Give me the San Francisco 49ers laying the 2.5. Okay?
Okay.
And with my final pick, I had a couple I was going to choose from here, but at the end of the day, there is only one person in this whole world that I trust when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, and that's one Raymond Santiago. I am going to take Dallas, and I am also going to lay the 3.5. Raymond takes Dallas. Good things usually happen. Give me Dallas. Quinnen Williams is there. It's probably going to be an emotional game with losing a teammate. I think they play hard. I think that Vegas isn't very good. Give me Dallas minus the 3.5.
I got some breaking news, by the way.
What?
Do you know what week are we in? Week 11?
Yeah. I've always
what week you last took an underdog?
I'll tell you right now.
Week 7.
I took an underdog week 7. Houston plus 3.5. Yep. I took 2 underdogs that week, though. I also took the Colts plus 1.5.
So 8, 9, 10, 11. Favorite.
All right, correct me if I'm wrong. RJ, you can tell me because you got the records. Who's got the best record?
That'd be Rick.
That's great. Okay, We'll see how it ends.
So I got Vikings, Niners, Dallas in the finale. Oh, please, please, please. RJ,
Pete Carroll and all that gum, they're going to beat the Cowboys.
Shut your mouth.
Keys to the game.
I'll give you some gum.
Oh, boy. So...
What does that mean?
Real sticky.
We don't need to analyze. So, Rick, you and I will.
Oh no.
Well, listen. There's shared picks all over there. It's hard. Love the Niners.
Yes.
Love the Niners. They're on the road, but they're going to take that stadium over too. The Cardinals have been feisty for the Niners. Have given them some problems, but that's been with Kyler Murray. I know there's a bunch of people you never heard of playing defense for the Niners. Occasionally, there's a guy that pops out there I've never heard of.
Is that true?
Sometimes when they call somebody up from the practice squad and we're on our fourth linebacker, yeah, a little bit. But
he's your Art Green.
Art Green. But I will take the Niners minus the 2.5. Next, Dave, you alluded to this earlier. I think things are going to get a little weird in Cleveland. I'm not a big supporter of their offense. I don't know how they're going to do this, but I do like the Browns getting 7.5.
I like that game for you.
No, you don't.
What do you mean? I do. I think the Browns are going to cover that number.
Please, if there's a God, please take the Lions, Dallas, or Houston right here. Please.
And finally.
Oh, please take Dallas.
Could we go an entire week without picking the same game?
It's unbelievable.
Please.
They should do an investigation with the two of you. What game are you taking?
Please.
We go to Nashville.
Yes.
Davis Mills.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Dave has been your biggest fan. I'm not your biggest fan.
Oh, no.
But I am this week.
Oh, give me a break.
Give me the Houston Texans.
There's no way you guys just happen to both take the Houston Texans.
Yes.
There's no way.
Let's go.
As the number plummets because everyone is putting money on Tennessee, the two of you jackwagons both like, you know what I love? I also love that.
I love this.
Well, I was between that and the Rams.
There is no way that the two of you both just happen to land on Houston.
Let's go.
So I was between that and the Rams. Ray, you can verify this. What time? Because I sent myself an email on the way in.
I don't care. I don't believe either of you. So if you're telling me that somebody did something, it's nefarious. There's garbage going on.
Well, I love that you moved off the game. That was a big because we couldn't be on the same game. So you made your decision, the decision for me. So I appreciate that.
I love this.
I don't have
love it.
Rick, we've lost you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'll be
in
back.
the
Don't worry
process
about
of Botox right now.
Oh,
Shut
my
your face.
goodness.
I don't Botox. Will you stop it, please?
And I don't have a survivor because I'm out.
What'd you call me? Wrinkle-free Rick?
Wrinkle-free Rick. All right, and there you have it. Those are our picks presented by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. All right, coming up, a very exciting time in the show, your plays of the week, led by, it's interchangeable, Raymond or RJ. It probably doesn't even matter. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
FanDuel Friday is turning it up with NBA Happy Hour. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Boosts, bonuses, surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo, it's your weekly pregame. NBA Happy Hour every Friday, 6 to 7:30 Eastern. Only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Visit FanDuel.com/K to grab your reward before the clock expires. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Bear Marquee Interior One Coat Hide collection.
NBA fans, the race for the Emirates NBA Cup is on.
Let the games begin.
30 teams will start, but only 8 will advance.
Oh, he puts it in!
And only one champion will capture the cup.
Let's go!
To finish first, they'll have to put the pedal to the metal. Who will capture the cup? Well, let's see what happens on the court.
Basketball is back!
Emirates NBA Cup Group Play continues every Friday on Prime.
All right, people, you've made it to Friday, and you made it to the end of your week just about. So congratulations. Enjoy the weekend. By the way, Rick, do you hear this? All weekend long, it's supposed to rain, which is just phenomenal. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Knicks looking to bounce back against the Heat at home, 7 o'clock. And at that same time, the very exciting Brooklyn Nets visit the Magic in Orlando. Also, 9 o'clock Islanders, who are hot, look to stay hot in Utah to take on the Mammoth. And that, my friends, is game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You got kids' sports this weekend?
I got lots of kids' sports this weekend, yes.
Dear. I'm on the island this weekend.
Yeah, thanks for the... Thanks for mentioning that. You didn't mention that until you told John. Oh, John, I'm going to be on the island.
I'm telling you right now that I'm on the island this weekend.
Well, are we going to get together or what?
Well, I'm going to be there tomorrow all day. So I will text you later on, and we'll see if you want to make a run out to the area I'll be in.
Oh, that would be nice.
Okay. I don't know why you're jumping me. I'm doing it as a friend, extending an olive branch right now.
Well, I just thought it a little suspicious that I didn't know about that until John mentioned something. You're like, oh, John, guess what? I mean, you can understand where I'm coming from.
No.
Last time you were on the island, who had dinner together?
That wasn't the last time I was on the island.
Well, the last time I knew you were on the island.
I was in John's neighborhood, and I had dinner with John.
That's not that far from me. I would have gladly made the trip.
Well, I'm reaching out right now telling you I'm going to be on the island. I will
let me know.
You know.
Let me know where you're at and when you're at it.
Very fair. Okay. Raymond.
Hi.
How you doing?
Little nervous for it. Don't know why.
You're nervous for plays of the week?
Nervous play. There's a lot.
Don't be nervous, Raymond.
There's
You're
a
so
lot.
Good.
All right. Well, we'll see if there's reason for nervousness. Raymond, plays of the week.
Raymond, guess what we're going to get into on the other side?
Are the plays.
I want you to guess. And specifically the
Knicks of the week.
That's right. You're good. You win a prize today.
It's a good day to win a prize. Monday was not a good day to be from Dobbs Ferry. I mean, there's Tony.
Brian Dable has proved that he is incompetent. The odds of what you said are happening, 1 in 60,000. You know, I Googled that while I was on hold. You know you have a better chance of being swept away in a tornado than that happening?
You know
It's
what?
insane.
You almost wish it was happening like that, Tony.
You almost wish it was happening like that if you were Robin. Poor Robin.
Is Kafka going to call defensive plays or is he calling offensive plays? Is he going to make Shane Bowen better? No. So why would you mess around with the offense? Why would you have Kafka, who's doing a good...
to protect Dart from himself.
That's not protecting Dart, though. That's making it worse for Jackson Dart.
Yeah, why is everyone angry about the Giants and Dart and Dable and Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams stinks.
I don't think he stinks.
He listen to me. Listen to me closely. I'm going to enunciate as best as I can.
Yeah.
He stinks. Where are his legs? It's almost like he didn't have legs. Vanishing legs. You're the same person until I said the Jets could win that game. They can't win that game. I'll punch you in the face. They can't win the game.
Dave wants to punch you, and he wants to be paid.
Take out their wad of cash and pay me.
Tuesday.
James Lake Grove. James, you're next up on ESPN New York.
Hey, good afternoon, guys.
It's 8:40 in the morning, James.
Tuesday came the day we talked about the firing of one Brian Dable. Jordan Raanan joining us.
Jordan, anything going on in the world of the Giants lately?
Yeah, Brian Dable got himself fired.
It was a long night for Jordan. He had to fly back from Chicago late. Dave had no idea.
Traveling these days is tough, so I took like a flight that left yesterday at 1 a.m. out of Chicago. Landed at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Jordan, there's like 50 flights a day from Chicago. Why did you take one at 1 in the morning?
Dave, do you know how hard it is to fly right now?
Not up to date. Not up to date. RJ's not up to date. Is it fracas? Is it fracas?
We had a hockey fracas yesterday.
A fracas?
Yeah.
I think it's a fracas.
What's a fracas?
Greece, I believe they call it a fracas.
Oh, is that right?
I'm international.
There's other terms.
Spinaroonie.
Spinorama.
Spinaroonie.
Backhand.
Booker T.
Yeah.
RJ was probably flustered because he had to go search for Rick all over the place.
I get up one time to go to the bathroom. He's waiting for me like he's security. And I'm like, where's Rick? I don't know.
He's a wild horse. He's just out there
It's
prancing around.
unbelievable.
Where were you, Rick?
I dry hump the glass over there for John. Give a little show.
Yeah, give him a little show. Big story of Wednesday.
That's Rich.
Rich Cimini joins the show.
A group text with some of my college buddies, and one of the guys sent me a picture of a green and white T-shirt that said "Ask Rich" on it.
At the time of that spot, the Jets were 12.5-point underdogs.
What are the Jets, like 11.5 points?
12.5 now.
Yeah, 12.5.
Yeah,
Wow.
They're a full Ron Jeremy.
Oh, that's nuts.
Always appreciate it, Rich.
God forbid it stays at 12.5.
Powering through like that. I appreciate that. As established, the Jets don't get a lot of turnovers.
How many takeaways do you think the Jets have all season long?
One.
Yeah, one.
How many turnovers do they have in this country?
None.
They will not take the football from you if it's on the soil.
Not on United States soil. They will not take the football, and that continues. Rick, wandering around the office again.
I take the collagen, which is nice. I also take resveratrol.
Being accused of taking Botox.
I'm out there doing work for you, by the way.
Oh, here we go.
Ask RJ.
What do you do?
RJ, tell him.
Change the topic.
Do you see the way he just changed the topic? So it's Rothenberg and Botox here on ESPN New York, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm doing work for you. Ask RJ. Sam Nelson says his face is oddly stiff.
Now, when Rick goes big conduiting, I do need him to turn the mic off because,
You couldn't be more desperate to get up and get out of the studio. And in that haste to leave,
I left my microphone
you
on.
left your microphone on.
Not the first time.
I was talking about things I shouldn't have been talking about. So now there's a chance I'm fired.
That actually didn't happen. He did scare you for a second, though. But we are talking about using a spray bottle on you. Every time you get up without turning the mic off.
I'm not humping his leg.
It's getting worse.
No, it's
the
not.
problem's getting worse.
It is getting worse.
So now he's throwing me off the trail again. He's sitting in a different row now.
We got to take the same approach that the Giants need to take with Jackson Dart.
This is the problem, like he was talking about with Jackson Dart. We can't coach this out of him.
No.
He has to want to do it.
No. Rick has to want to do a lot of things.
Some people call them $100 bills. You call them fun coupons.
That's right.
Fun coupons. I appreciate that. Another rough one for the Jets last night. And we don't talk enough about this, but they've broken Ira, man. Listen to this.
I expected last night. I was kind of surprised they were in the game the way they were. But what are you going to do? You got, like you said, 7 more of these. Just get these games over with and move on to next year.
What an awful life to live.
I'm sure he appreciated hearing that, by the way, Dave. How about Danny at center point? I got to bring this back.
I'm not going to sit here and preach that I'm with some superstar, but I can throw a football, and I feel like I could have made 5 or 10 of those throws. It's mind-blowing to me, and I just had shoulder surgery, and I still think I could make those throws.
Right off shoulder surgery. You know who could make those throws? A gentleman who was not even involved in this Cuddle Marry Trash from earlier in the show.
Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. Who are you doing?
This is easy for me. I don't even feel like this is a chore. I'm marrying May, I'm cuddling Dart, and I'm trashing Williams.
You mean Daniel?
Not Daniel. Exactly.
Listen, I didn't like the question.
Another opportunity for Jordan Raanan to join us.
Jordan, now that you've had some time to sniff around.
See?
So you're not only mean to Jordan, you're mean to each other.
It kind of sounds like the same fate as the Dave Rothenberg's Giants obsession a little bit, but
Really?
I'm joking.
By the way, everyone thinks he's getting Botox, Jordan.
Yeah, that was risky on my part. Almost as risky on my part is once again having picks with RJ, and the accusations continue.
How about when we do the pick segment, you guys form a team? What were those they're like the Wonder Twins.
Oh, they can't.
Where's your monkey Gleek?
Next time we do picks next week.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Just for you, Dave. Everybody have a great weekend. Those are Plays of the Week powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
That's a great job by you. It's Rule 76.
No excuse playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg.
Go football.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
You're like the Wonder Twins. Where's your monkey Gleek?
Hey, it's Michael K. talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, get Black Friday deals throughout the store. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it.